Oh, I forgot to turn that bit off. There it is.
Hey! Hello, everyone. How are you? We're back. We're doing some wonderful pirates, and it's probably going to be quite a chaotically fun session. I'm Dan. I'm the DM for this campaign, as per usual. We'll be jumping to session 27 in a bit. But before we do, we'll go around, we'll get people to introduce their characters as well as themselves, and then we'll do a bit of a recap, and we'll dive right into tonight's crazy shenanigans, shall we? We'll start, as always, with the wonderful, wonderful gentleman who's usually sat on my left, and that's Callum.
Hello, it's me. Today we are sponsored by Iron Brew. I'm just going to pause on the delay to make sure you can all see that. Excellent, good. Iron Brew, sugar-free, because I hate myself. I'm going to be playing Sanathus Jinzaramoth. He's a Triton druid with a background in archaeology, which, we haven't really paid attention to since session 1, because fuck backgrounds, am I right? Looking today to try and, fuck some shit up in Tortuga. That's fun.
Hello.
It's Annie now.
Hi, it's me, it's Annie. Oh god, that was Elliot's line. Sorry.
I don't think she says it's me, it's Annie.
Well, I was going to this time, and now you've all ruined it.
Yeah, that's really bad. I'm so sorry. Anyway, it's Annie time. Oh god, no. Yeah, I'm playing Nem. She's a human warlock. She is a pretty creepy sort of individual. She's going to do some interesting stuff this session. Really kick back. Search for some people that she's been searching for a long time, and yeah, that's about it really.
Good after you fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Good afternoon, good evening, and good day. I am Tom. You know what time it is. It's 7:47, which is interesting because this is session 27. I'm playing Mistella.
Jesus Christ. Hello, my name's Jamie. You may recognise me from that bad dream you had. And I am playing Fawaro. He is Fawaro is the Aarakocram Rogue, captain of the ship, master of trickery, and no one likes him that much. But, he's trying his best, guys.
Oh.
I think you're doing an alright job. We also missed Kane again, though.
Oh, yeah.
You can go first if you want, Elliot.
No, I like to go last because mine's the only one that's usually competent.
Yeah.
I want to question you, but...
Cool. Thanks. Confidence boost I needed. Hi. As ever, I have no way to introduce myself because I lack any kind of confidence. So what I'm going to do today is present a new skill I've learned while in isolation, which is cocktail making. Stanley Tucci, watch out, because I'm making a Negroni. It's this one. Loads of that.
Can't believe you called him out on stream.
I don't know, that much.
I don't get the joke.
This is going to be really long. Just while I'm doing this, Campari, by the way. I'm Kane. I'll be playing River Kiss Row, who is a Tabaxi paladin. That was Campari. And she just wants some gin on top of that. She's really into revenge, and she's researching trade routes because that's fun, and I chose to do that for some reason. This drink, like me, has a terrible ingredient that tastes like shit mixed with some sweet stuff to make it kind of bearable. That's how you make a Negroni. Cool.
Wow.
How can I top that? I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. But yeah, hey, it's me, it's Elliot. I'm going to be playing Garv Serious Uitvar, the Goliath Barbarian, who is an absolute ass. But today he's got something very special in store for all the other crew. We'll get into that a little bit later. That's me.
So, recently, over the past couple of weeks, you guys, the crew of originally the HMS Swagship and now the crew of Sea Razor, have been on a quest for none other than one of the pirate lords, Blackbeard, who you were indebted to. He asked you to go deep into Midas waters, learn about some information of a wrecked ship carrying some volatile materials on them, and asked you to recover them from wherever it mysteriously sank. You guys spent quite a bit of time in Midas territory, going on a little treasure dive for a little bit, discovering a strange Midas/devilish cult working within Midas itself, and got up to some general shenanigans around the city, the capital city of Port Royal. You found out where the ship, the stone cruiser, mysteriously sank, and then you beelined it straight there dove down and got into a large fight with a group of nomadic merfolk, as well as a large weave-touched octopus, or rocktopus as we called it lovingly in the session, as what seemed to have broken was some kind of case of raw magic that had suffused with the area, turning the wreckage of the stone cruiser into iron, turning all of its former crew completely, amberfying their bones. Is that a word? If not, it is now. Bones.
Petrifying?
No, that's a word. Bones, I mean.
You got me there.
And also, you guys managed to find the source of this. Two mostly untouched crystalline chests that contained some of these larger crystals in them. You felled the enemies, unfortunately lost 2 crew members in the course of this, both Thurga and Rakeel, the 2 twins from the Hands of the Deep. And you guys resurfaced and went to meet Blackbeard, where he had a very tense conversation / interrogation with Fuaro, asking him about his goals and how he means to achieve them. After this, he gave Fuaro a new gun, gave you guys quite a bit of gold, and sent you on your way, saying that there may be more job opportunities in the future, but as equals rather than as you guys indebted to him.
Terrifying.
And you know that another Pirate Lord, Jinzarem, might be in on this job as well. Mm-hmm. With this, you guys have seen as Blackbeard's ship has sailed away, and in the brief moment that you find yourself kind of stood, weight lifted from your shoulders, any nerves that you might have had kind of quelled, you look out into the night sky, your 2 ships kind of lazily kind of shifting under the moving waters, and you guys see as you're stood around as Clash walks on up to you guys and says, right, so Tortuga then?
You're darn right, Tortuga.
Yeah, Tortuga.
Do you reckon, he kind of looks up to these blue Midas sails and says, do you reckon we should take those down?
Yeah, that's probably a wise idea.
As he looks out, he lets out a big whistle and kind of like rotates his hand, and you see as these sails, this big Midas sail you had that was navy blue with a large gold coin emblazoned in the middle with the profile of Auriel Dawnmaker. You see as this is very quickly taken down, and some new sails that you haven't seen before start being strewn up. You see as the crew begin to hang up and rig these large black sails that seem to have been graffitied in a way in private as a surprise by your crew. You see as these are indeed Midas sails, the background completely black with this large coin in the centre, and over the profile of Auriel Dawnmaker in this kind of reddish paint you see as a giant bird skull has been painted over the top. As they flay down and unfurl and catch the wind, you see as the Lord in the Forest kind of brings up his hood and moves his hands, and the bird skull glows a faint red, almost being a soft beacon in the night as the ship is ready to sail forward. You see as Clash kind of looks at you and gives you a wink and a pat on the back.
That's so sick!
Oh, you guys.
You have gone above and beyond.
Standing.
Lord in the Forest's idea for the skull. We just wanted to fuck up some Midas sails.
It's unrelated, we just fucked with them. Coming up after as an afterthought. No, really, that's fantastic.
Big fuck you to Midas, and we've got the others just in case.
Wonderful.
Welcome back aboard, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
It's a pleasure to be back amongst such wonderful men, women and others that sail with us.
You see as the sails, unfurled.
The children here.
Push Sea Razor as you guys sail on to Tortuga. We'll cut hard and fast straight as we land in Tortuga. It's a nice, little bit chilly morning, maybe about 8:30 a.m. As you pull up into these dockyards that are unmanned. You throw the rope down, and you see as someone kind of jumps off board to kind of tie the rope in.
We never knew who that man was.
See you later.
He sailed with us for a while.
Tied up with that guy.
I have no clue.
You see again the
Where's Clash?
The city as it's in a perpetual give and take of partying and being hungover. Currently in its latter state. You see as people are slowly kind of doing work. There are some bodies that are laying in the street from the night before, some alive, others not. And you can see the raucousness of Tortuga on its more quiet side, but you can still see a couple of people kind of will have a scrap here or there, or will destroy a building, or not a whole building. It just, I didn't mean to destroy a building.
Just runs through a house.
There's levels
Yeah,
of small.
It's canon. As you do, and you all kind of gather up onto the deck, and all the crew are kind of around on your two ships. Garv.
Alright, you may have gotten some letters while we were travelling. I've handed them around the crew. Thought this would be a nice team building exercise. As a quartermaster, I thought it was pertinent to get a sense of togetherness. And for that, I've decided to pitch you all against each other in a what I'm lovingly called Big Garv's terrible Tortuga treasure trial and tourney. The first day, you must complete the trial to get through to the second day, which is the tourney. And in reward for winning this tournament, or beating all the levels, or whatever, you will get one favour from me, subject to approval by the competition judge. And this favour can be called in any time, unless it interferes with my pre-existing bodyguarding business, obviously.
Thank you.
For the treasure trial portion, you must each bring me one of these items. And you can keep them unless otherwise stated. A lime, obviously. A barrel of the strongest ale you can find. Tasting is a requirement. That will happen later on.
Do we get bonus points on the strength?
Find out.
Okay.
A humanoid limb, I will specify that cannot be any crew members.
Thank you.
A magical item that you find in Tortuga, that can be as mundane as you like. A feather, you'll see why. A pet you think I would like, I will keep the ones that I like.
I don't have a feather on mine.
Do you not? Oh,
That's not in here either.
Oh, we'll ignore that one.
Okay.
That got lost in the edit.
Because he is Hickory's like, sorry.
I told you to read it back. A hat that you think would suit me. A special reward to the best one, for which I will be keeping. A drug for us to share. That's very important. A bowl of hot soup, a ballistically sound apple, and a bucket large enough to fit upon your own head. That's it. The tourney will start on the second day. Good luck. I hope you have a good time. And I just start drinking.
Cool. So, for this next portion, Elliot, if I could ask you to briefly leave the room, so it's a surprise. What a wonderful crew!
It's exciting.
Me too.
This is going to be chaotic.
I'll run through how I'm going to do this with you guys. So,
I should have showered now.
you can very much with all the items on there, apart from the magic item and the drug, feel free to improvise with how you get it, with what kind of like hat or bucket or whatever you get. Anything within reason, feel free to just extrapolate upon that. For the item and the drug, I do have some roll tables for them. So if we go around and everyone just we can roll on each table as we go, and I'll let you know what you get, and if you know what it is that you've got as well. So we'll do items first. Does anyone in particular want to go first?
I'll bite the bullet.
Cool. So just roll me a d20 to see what magical item you find.
I got me an 8.
An 8.
That's probably right.
You find some fairy dragon coffee.
Ooh!
Which is technically magical. It's a magical elixir.
Garv won't like it, but it counts.
Make an Arcana check to see if you know what this magic item does.
I almost. Oh, Arcana, not bad. That's a 13.
You know that it's meant to be a pretty good, like, it really gets you going, and is quite invigorating, but the come down is quite rough.
Gotcha.
Sounds like a haste spell.
Who's next for an item?
A haste
Tom,
coffee.
Oh, yeah, I'll go for
go
it.
ahead and roll a d20.
11.
11. You find a potion of hill giant strength.
Oh
Oh,
no.
nice.
Cool. Nem, do you want to go
Okay.
next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Cool. Go ahead and roll a d20. Ooh,
She's
did she
frozen.
freeze?
Uh-oh.
Oh
Possibly.
dear.
Yep, she
Yeah.
is.
We'll move on to Cyathus
lost
in that
you?
case.
Oh, yeah, there she goes.
Yep, there it goes.
Cam's going to look weird for a sec.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hello.
At the moment you asked me.
It also muted Callum as soon as I asked him for one as well.
Has it? What?
Oh God.
Wait, Callum, talk again.
Absolute nightmare.
Wait, did you hear me? I rolled a 4.
A 4. Cool, there we go. You find an anti-gravity sphere. What the? That when
That's so cool.
when smashed on the ground, disables gravity in a 30-foot radius for 30 seconds. What I will say, some of these items are a bit ridiculous, and I may have put them in here just for the treasure hunt.
Okay.
Some things might be subject to change if they appear in the actual campaign.
Okay.
Nen, what did you get? Sorry.
Sorry, what are we rolling? Sorry.
A D20, please.
D20, cool. I got an 8.
An 8. Someone's already got an 8. Could you re-roll, please?
Yeah.
No fairy coffee for you.
I got an 11. Someone's already got an 11, haven't they?
Rip!
12.
12. You find a potion of dragon's breath.
Oh.
And then lastly, river.
Hello, what am I rolling? Sorry.
D20, please.
That's what I thought. Oh, it's a whopping 4.
Someone's already got a 4.
Right.
Roll again.
What is going on?
Alright, okay, 2.
2. You find the drunkard's hat. Which is, the wearer of this hat always knows where the nearest alcoholic drink is.
No fair, he's got 2.
Yeah, that's 2 in
He's got 2
1.
items now.
Yep, some of them are. And then we're going to
damn.
go on the drug table. Fara, would you like to roll a D20?
Always. That's an 11 for my drug.
An 11. You find fun powder.
Ah, yeah.
It's go ahead and make a nature check for me to see if you know what it is.
I won't. Yep, no fucking clue.
Not heard of this drug before.
Nature, yeah, no, it's a 4.
Cool.
What's it called? Fun powder?
Fun powder.
Can you pass me a pencil, Jamie?
Where's...
Where's John Lennon?
Yeah, where...
It's
Paul McCartney.
Stella, do you want to roll a D20 as well?
I would actually.
Yep.
I didn't say this at the time, so you're perfectly in your right to say no. You can't do that. But the drug that we had before, where you cut under your eyes, could I have kept like a tiny little bit of that just for a rainy day?
You found a vial of it, so whoever picked up the vial would have it, and you can certainly ask them for it. But yeah, it was just one vial.
Oh, I thought you had the whole ship full of it. What was
I
that?
was gonna
Oh,
roll
mushroom powder. That was.
Oh, that wasn't the one that you cut and put on your
No,
eyes.
mushroom powder was what River and Nowhere did just before they fucked.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Would River have slammed the full dose? Like, was that just one?
I'd say
one,
you had
one high.
You had enough where you could have certainly kept some if you wanted to. You had a
Hell
whole
yeah.
cargo holds full.
She's a noob. She's not going to slam the whole lot.
Cool.
Who had the eye thing? Do you know? Was that someone in the party?
I don't know. Someone picked up Dreamers Inc. last time. I'm not sure who it
I
was.
feel like it was probably Garv. Oh, no, it's me. I have it. No, screw the fun powder.
Cool.
I've got the Dreams Inc.
Cool. So you got Dreamers Inc.
That's a rip.
Thanks, Tom. Do you want some fun powder?
No, I'll roll for it. 12.
Cool. You find Underdrink.
Actually, scratch that. I'm going to stick with the fun powder.
Cool.
Well, then Marcella would ask if you were going to be using the Dreamers Inc.
What Dreams Inc?
That's the second party member to do that with something. Go ahead and make a nature check to see if you
What's
know
it
about
called?
Underdrink.
Underdrink?
Yeah.
That's gross. What kind of check?
Nature.
That's poor.
We've all got drugs, we don't know what they do.
8.
Cool. You know it's made by Duragar, and that's about it. Nem, could you roll a d20, please?
I certainly will.
You sure?
So
She froze last time.
13.
Nice. You roll. You find a drug called Mushroom Love.
Yeah, baby, that sounds like my kind of drug.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, that's what was produced
That's a
after, or like
swampy drug.
during River and Nowhere had their
You
moment.
can go ahead and roll a nature check at advantage for me. The advantage is for a certain reason.
I will, darling. I will.
You guys
Let me
encounter
see.
something like this
Mushroom
before.
powder mixed with cat mushroom.
Oh, at advantage. That's really quite good. It's a 17, my love.
Nice. You do know what this is. You recognise it because it's similar to the myconid spores that you guys collected once upon a time. It essentially gives people like a feeling of connection. It can be quite addictive and is sometimes used as an aphrodisiac.
Oh my gosh.
Cyphers.
You found the horny drug.
Could you roll
the
D20,
fuck off.
It's a really bad idea for me and Garv to use this together. It seems scary.
Is that me, Dan?
Yes, please, Callum.
16.
16.
Yes.
You find troll dust.
Troll
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, I need to give you this back because it's I don't know how many.
And you can go ahead and roll a nature check to see if you know what that does.
17.
17, yep, you know what this is. It's a mixture of ground up various troll parts.
Oh.
When smoked properly, it gains resistance to you gain resistance to acid for 6 hours. Funnily enough, you happen to roll the other one that's also an aphrodisiac.
When smoked, you gain resistance.
Resistance to acid for 6 hours.
Does it make you high, or does it just make you resistant
Yeah,
to
it makes
acid?
you high as well. And then, River, could you give me a d20 as well, please?
Yeah.
Is Garv going to do all of them in one go?
Ooh, that's a nat 20. What a waste.
Nice. You find the drug, the Barbarian Secret.
Ooh.
Okay, tell me about it.
Make
Wait,
a
no, I'm wrong, haven't I?
yeah, make a nature
Yeah,
check.
you got to roll, man.
18.
Cool. Yeah, you know what it is. It's drank. It's like mixed with liquid and then drank.
Is it right?
And then
Crush it up.
it's quite hard to like let your body accept it, but if you do, it kind of really enhances your recklessness and strength.
What was it called? Barbarians?
The Barbarian Secret.
That sounds cool. Is that like a reckless attack in a bottle?
You'll
What's
have
that
to
going to
see.
do to River?
You'll have to see.
Okay.
So yeah, you all fan out into the city. Where did Elliot go?
Oh.
Are you just going to let us wing the other ones?
We're all done out.
Alright, so.
Cool. Yeah, with the others, feel free to say whatever you went and got in terms of pets. Again, it's Tortuga, so it's quite easy to find stuff like that. So I'm happy for you guys to just kind of decide what you found, what you've brought along. In terms of like pets, obviously no like giant things or super magical beasts, stuff like that. But yeah,
Super magical
I
beast.
was going to bring in a hippogriff.
Hey, man.
Hello again.
Hey, Elliot, we missed you.
Yeah,
So-
sorry, I'm just getting my Garv list up.
Garv, you've seen as your crew as well, your main crew members, as well as Nowhere, Fames, Ladrill, and Clash, have all scattered out into the city on this mad treasure hunt.
I should make it clear that Fames was under the impression this was not an optional exercise.
Well, I guess the next morning. When would you want to host the tourney?
I'd like to see the items the night before. I think the night before the tourney.
So-
as they come back to the ship.
The night before, you see as these 5, as well as the other 4, are all lined up on the ship, all with various items under their arms, kind of around their feet, and generally carried. It's up to you what order you want to go in, I guess.
You
How do
see,
you wanna do this?
as Garv is kind of on the ship, sat on like a throne of empty barrels, and you see as he's quite drunk. How's it been going? You guys were gone for like ages. Right, what you got for me? Fuano, you can go first. You're the captain.
Like you say, first off of this line, but you'll see it's a strange lime. It's got like a second smaller one growing out the side.
Oh, nice. That's a good
but,
lime.
You know, chaos. Barrel of ale. I just got.
I eat the lime whole.
Okay, I love that lime.
It was good. Good.
Just a good barrel of strong dwarvish ale.
I'll take
Quite
that.
sizable.
I'll have a wee nip.
Nice. It's good.
Nice. That's a good ale. Put it
Thank
to the
you.
side.
Human limb. I've got this leg. Up
Nice.
to the hip.
Nice. Oh.
I haven't taken the remaining trouser or shoe off, so I can't tell you what the creed of the person was. But there you go.
Nice. I throw that to Clubber.
Yeah, good.
Susie's just like,
Magic item. I think this might be to your taste. This is what they call fairy dragon coffee.
Oh, nice.
You drink that and it kind of makes you super energy for a while.
Hold
But
on
there's
to
a bit of
that.
a crash on it.
Hold on to that one for a while.
Alright, put that in my pocket. A pet, couldn't find much. I have paid, Dan will figure out the cost of this later. I have paid for this lovely lady. She'll be your pet for the evening if you like.
she waves. If you'd gone to whores, I assume.
Yes, I went to whores.
Yeah. What level of woman would you have liked to?
Relatively decent.
Cool. I'd say like 70 gold for something pretty decent.
Go for 100.
Yeah, 100.
I'll spend 100 on this.
So you see this rather nice woman to your taste. Any particular race?
Didn't think about that. Just whoever with
Human woman.
I basically went and shouted, "Who wants to be paid to do it with a Goliath?" And
You know
she
what?
stepped up first.
I'll use our
Oh, hey!
I'll use our new table to decide what race they are.
Head on over to Dungeoneers Pack. There's an NPC creator that went live today.
She's a dwarf.
Dwarvish lady, lovely.
Just real quick, you owe me 100 gold and you wanted me to remind you.
Oh yeah, I owe you 100 gold and I wanted you to remind me.
There you go.
What else we got?
Yes, you see this dwarf lady kind of waves at you.
Oh nice, good outside thinking.
Thank you. For the hat, I got you this nice, it's this red one with a nice silver trim. It's like a tricorn.
Oh nice.
One feather sticking out of it.
Oh nice.
Bit of a tatty feather, but did the job.
I'll stick that on.
Yep, you're dashing. A drug, yeah, this one's fun, maybe. I don't really know. It's called Fun Powder.
That sounds
I
fun.
couldn't figure out what it does, and honestly, that adds to the mystery, so...
Nice. Hold on to that one too.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Bowl of soup, it's gazpacho,
Nice.
so it doesn't matter that it's cold still.
Sorry, no, it says on the instructions it needs to be hot soup, so...
Mine, it just says a bowl of... Oh, hot soup.
It does.
Right, fuck that one.
I would like to say that I don't think 4 hours should be allowed to compete.
I say I should kill you on the spot.
Okay. Not necessary.
No, not indeed. I'd say that I found you a soup that doesn't need to be hot, and that is the selling factor of the gazpacho.
True. Yeah. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I mean, I don't think it matters.
It's a nat 1 and a nat for 4 and a nat 20 for
Yep.
That's -1 point.
Fair enough.
I won't eliminate you for that.
Thank you, sir. A ballistically sound apple. There you go. It's a pink lady.
Hold on. No, I will take that one. I'll
There
put
you
it on
go.
top of the barrel of
Wonderful.
ale.
A bucket large enough to fit on your head. Now I have a beak.
Yeah,
I had
that's
to think around the box with this one.
Yeah.
So I present to you one bucket which has like one of the like wooden slats taken out.
okay.
Place that on my head so my beak sticks out the front.
Nice.
Produce a smaller bucket but longer and put it on my beak.
You get the point back for that. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I got them all.
You can progress today too.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I will.
Stella. Let's see what you got.
Hello.
I turn around like one of the judges on The Voice.
How did he make his chair spin? I don't want to know.
I just be like fumbling, like, lime, here you go.
Nice,
There
eat
is the
that.
apple as well.
Don't eat that. I put that in my Stella's pile.
Here is, and I'm going to hold up like a big goat leg.
Nice.
And
Ooh.
this is from a fawn, so technically humanoid. I know it says humanoid, so it looks
Nice.
like a goat leg, but it is from a fawn, just so you know.
Nice. I'll chuck that to Clubber.
The magical item that I have found is a potion of ill giant strength, so there you go.
No, hold on to that one.
Oh, I have this one?
Yeah, hold
Okay.
on to that one.
The drug that I got for us to share is called Underdrink. I don't know much about it, but it is made by Durga.
Nice.
I don't know.
Hold on to that one too.
Okay. I have got the ale that I've got is a thick black hoppy ale.
Sounds nice.
It's almost like a Guinness,
I
but
do
it's
like
very strong and smooth.
Nice. Yeah.
Have you had the Guinness from Priangos?
It's Briango's Island now.
I don't know
I'm willing to make
where
it
are
so.
tieflings from.
Hell.
Yeah, have you had a Guinness from El?
Island is hell.
Correct.
It's decided.
I have here is the pet, and I'm just going to pop out of the room really quickly and come back with something that is far too big for Stella to carry, and it's just a long, thick, black boa constrictor.
Oh, cool.
Hand that up
Where
to
did you find that?
I don't know, the DM said I could do what they like, so...
Okay.
Just like put that on my lap and start.
I bought him.
stroking
Kind of like make animal handling check.
it. Sure.
Mustella as well as you hand it off.
Can I instead make a grappling check?
Yeah, if you want to manhandle it.
There's no love to it.
What's my animal handling at?
I got an 18.
Nice. Pretty athletic.
10 for an animal handling.
Cool. You take 2 points of damage as you kind of like handle it, and it just kind of bites into you after
Ow.
Mustella hands it off.
Say that's a point lost. You bit you.
I hand you the hat that would suit you, and it's a hat that looks just like the one that I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
But if you pull it down, it's like a bandit mask. It's like
Nice.
fucking like holes and a mouse cut in it. And I hold up and like I've got one for me as well. And I'm like, just in case we need to do a heist or anything like that.
Nice,
I put
nice.
mine away.
I put that on top of the other hat.
Nice.
Please
I
don't
think
rob anything without me.
just like I hand you like a hot noodle soup as well.
Oh, nice. Down it, of course.
And the bucket large enough to fit on my head. I like produce a thimble and just sort of like and then I get out like an actual bucket.
Oh, nice. A joke and a least accurate item.
Yeah, so you go.
You're through.
Oh, thank you.
Pass through. Head on over, and there's just like an area.
Just
Poirot, with just Poirot in
there,
there.
like, hi.
Well,
How do you do?
Who's next?
good.
Ladriel will step forward. The drow female, you see she's got a couple of things with her. She says, well, in terms of ale, like Dwarven as well, seems we had similar thought.
Nice.
It's the best ale.
Drug, I found us some. I need to look up what this is actually, because I've forgotten what it is. She pulls out this rose gold coloured powder. I found some pixie fire that we could
Oh, nice.
snort. I guess. As for the hat, she pulls out this large kind of white sun hat that has like a little flower in the top. She says, "I liked it."
I'll put it on top of the rest.
Over to you. Got the for an item. You see, she pulls up a tankard that has like these runes carved across it, and says, "Go ahead and pour some of the ale in that one.
No, just hold on to it for a while.
Someone pour some ale in this one." And you see as Drubbin comes up and like, kind of fills it up. Chills any drink that's put in it.
That'll come in very handy on day 2.
Do you-
No, I'm good.
oh,
You. Oh, okay.
you see Drubbin's. Oh.
He's licking it off the floor.
For the
Just
bucket.
sucking it out of the wood.
You see she has got like a bucket that's attached to like some rope. It looks like she's just gone to a well and like cut it. And she
Nice.
kind of like puts it around her head so it sits on top of her head, but she's got like a strap underneath.
Oh, nice.
As for the pet as well, this was tough, but she pulls up this jar and a very cramped electric eel is in this jar. And
Oh, nice.
I figured Fulmar, so Fulmar in the sea.
Nice. Yeah, that's
There you
great.
go.
I'll take that one.
And then lastly,
Pet in a
for
jar.
the limb, you see she pulls up the upper half of someone's torso. It's like an arm and their head cut up here, and she's just like, got into a fight.
Oh,
Go and lime,
apple soup.
other stuff.
Yeah.
Soup. There you go.
Thank you.
Maybe
You're
I'll
through
like
to the other round. Please join the other contestants.
She bows and then goes on over to the other side.
This is going great. Who's next, please?
Glad you're having fun.
I'll go next.
And then let's see what you got.
Okay. Oh, I forgot the voice. Okay, so for the magical item, I have a potion of dragon's breath.
Nice. Keep that on you.
It's kind of interesting. I will. For the drug, I found a very special kind of thing that I don't know. We may have come across before. It's called mushroom love, I think. Is it called mushroom love?
Mushroom love, yeah.
Yes.
Mushroom love. This is, I don't know. It's magic. It's mushrooms, I guess. Okay.
Nice. Yeah. Hold on to that one too.
I shall. Okay, so the first thing, I got you a lime. This is a key lime. It's very small. It's very sweet, and it goes excellent in a pie.
Nice. And I
So-
gobble it up.
Nice. It's just like an M&M to you.
The ale is like a pale ale. It's like golden, kind of fragrant. I know maybe not your usual taste, but I think it's good to kind of try new things, you know?
I respect that.
Let me see. And I pass you half a decaying arm from the elbow down.
I won't ask. Chuck it to Clubber.
Probably best. As for your apple, I have a pink lady. They're very sweet, but I wouldn't eat this one, okay, Garv? Because it might have something hidden inside it, okay?
Oh, nice.
Did you also go to that old lady selling apples? Because mine was a pink lady.
And I'll
No,
put
I
that on the
didn't.
casket.
Oh.
Pink.
It's bad to say, because she's not doing well anymore.
No. Oh, no.
Did you kill the apple lady?
I didn't kill it.
She was so nice.
Just kept her at bay while I left with it and a leg.
Oh.
Oh dear. Next, I'm going to pull out a like a peaked cap. It's kind of like a Robin Hood cap, like a green one.
Love it.
And it's like pointing. It's got like a little feather in it.
Goes on top.
And then from within my clothing, I pull out a micro pig.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
There you go. He's very small. I'm pretty sure he can just sit on your shoulder. They're very friendly and they eat anything, you know.
I'll put him in my pocket.
He's just a micro pig in your pocket. Mustella, you feel a little bit of jealousy. Just placed him down pocket.
Fuck it. Micro pig in the pocket.
A micro pig in the pocket is worth 2 in the bush.
I have a pho, so a noodle soup from a place called Vietnam. I don't know, I've never heard of it before, but yeah.
Sounds fake to
It's
me.
really nice, spicy. And finally, I have my bucket, which is shaped like it's like a red plastic one, shaped like a sandcastle.
Nice. Love it.
Where did you get that from? I've never seen a bucket like that.
Are there children here?
I hope
That's,
not.
that's alarming.
Well, the process to make children happens a lot here.
That's true. Yeah, I imagine I don't get that far though.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Nem. You're through to the next round. Please join the other contestants.
Hello, Nem.
Hi, Nem.
Who's next? Who's next?
Do you want to go next, Garv?
Oh, go ahead, River.
Hello, Garv.
How's it going?
First of all, what's more beautiful than just a simple, unadulterated lime? And she hands you just a regular lime.
Nice. Gobble that up.
Unadulterated lime. I actually prefer my limes adulterated.
None of these weird limes. Anyway, in terms of the ale I procured, I went to the inn that I have a room at and asked them for their best and strongest ale.
Oh, nice.
So have a barrel of that.
Pop that down beside me.
The humanoid limb, unfortunately, not in the mind of just killing needlessly. However, I have for you a mannequin arm.
Oh.
On the finger of which is a band of loyalty. You may bestow this on anyone in the crew, and if they so choose, they can knock themselves to 0 hit points and immediately die rather than give away information that might be useful.
Nice. Is that your magic item?
Feel free to bestow that upon probably Fanes or Hickories who know the most and are the most disposable.
That's it.
Now
That's a
the
really good
magic
magic
item, the magic item that I found is called a drunkard's hat.
Nice.
And this, when worn, allows you to find the nearest alcohol proximate to you. Should be useful.
Hughes Drubble kind of like suddenly livens up a little bit.
Oh, Durbin, after this you can have it.
Yes.
Hold on to the item for now.
Okay, will do. Now, a pet that I think you would like. I can't think of anything better than a pet that you can choose yourself. So I will allow you upon request to take by use of summon steed, and I'll summon you a pet of your choosing to ride around town.
Oh, very nice. Can I call that in any time?
Yes, provided I have the spell slots available.
Very well. That's a good one.
Cool. Now a hat that will suit you. Obviously my magic item was already a hat, which you may want to take as a dual entry. However, I also found this incredibly small halfling hat on which I have painted a lightning bolt, and I think it would just look brilliant on your huge head.
Can you please place it on top of the rest of the hats?
Of course.
What kind of hat is it? Because if it's not a bowler hat, I'll be sad.
Yeah,
Tiny little
it's
pork
a
pie
tiny
bowler.
halfling bowler hat.
Amazing.
Nice. Nice.
On Garv's head, it'd be about this sort of size.
Yay!
Nice.
Now the drug, I think, is something you'll particularly enjoy. This is called the Barbarian Secret,
Oh.
and taking it, I believe, apart from getting you high, also aids your rage in some way.
Nice. A good pick. Nice. Well, hold on to that one.
Will do. In terms of the bowl of hot soup, River just hands you an empty bowl. I couldn't find any soup that I thought was particularly fitting, but maybe decant some water into that.
I'll get some water and put it in there.
As you begin to fill the bowl with water, as its consistency swirls and changes into that of a nice warm, some kind of soup.
Oh, very nice. Is this an enchanted bowl?
Kane messaged me about stuff.
Fair enough.
That's what I'll say.
You can choose if you would like that soup to be potato, tomato, or turnip.
Okay, that's an extra point to you. Not that points matter in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's a good entry.
Fantastic. For your ballistically sound apple, I got just a regular old apple. But on my way back, I was passing a smithy, so I just dipped it in some hot metal. So that should hurt just a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's great. I'll pop that on top of his barrel and move along.
And I'm not gonna lie, I ran out of ideas by the time I got to bucket, so I just got a bucket and put it on my head.
Nice. Congratulations, River. That's an excellent entry. You're through to the next round.
Nice.
Please stand with the other contestants. Welcome him, everyone.
Hello, River.
Hello.
What do you mean him?
Her. Oh yes. I've had 30 drinks. Who's next, please? I say, looking at the first person in the line in front of me.
Well, if nobody else wants to speak up, I guess I'll go. Right, so I've had a bit of a day of it, but I finally just about managed to get everything I needed to. So, first, here's a line.
Nice.
Just ignore the tooth marks in it.
Gobble that up.
My fault for bringing Gizmo along. Barrel, I've got a tiny barrel, but the man did say this was the strongest ale he'd ever sold to anyone, so, you know, quality over quantity, I guess.
Small nip of that.
Ooh, it's got a
Drop to the floor.
It's got a kick.
yeah, it's got a big letter K just branded on the side of it.
Yeah, he said try not to drink 8 of those in one evening, or you'll forget everything and possibly see more of your friends than you meant to.
You don't know that. We never admitted anything.
As for a humanoid limb, I have this hand, still bleeding a bit, and on it I've got this oar. I got into a week of Farfu with a wizard, and thankfully he's given me his hand, and an anti-gravity sphere, which is the magical item you've asked for.
Nice. Well, I'll take the hand if you take the sphere for now.
Okay, you have that. I'll take
Chuck
this.
the club up.
I'll have it. A drug for us to share. I've got some troll dust, which is basically just ground up troll parts that we can smoke. Should be fun. As for a bowl of hot soup, I've gone with seaweed soup. I have absolutely no idea that it's going to taste good or not, but you didn't say it had to.
I guess they don't really have soup in Reef.
Everything is soup in Reef, surely.
It's not a very... it's a mess, basically, whenever we try, so it's nice to just make it up here for once.
Well, one of us had to, like, when this all started, we left and started, was like, what soup? Can someone fill me in? What the fuck is happening?
Hickory informed me it was a dog, so I just got you a dog.
Nice.
As for a ballistically sound apple, I figured that nobody else would think to do this, so I did it, and I've just made you a stone apple using stone shape.
Nice.
So,
That's great.
Pretty good.
Put that on Cole's barrel of ale.
I've got a bucket. We had those on the ship, to be honest with you. So
Yeah, that one was
quite
easy.
for me. And finally, as for pets, you'll need to follow me for the pet.
Okay.
Oh
I'm gonna
god.
Jump over the.
I
I will, jump over the
swayingly
side
fall over the side of the ship.
You just got ass over tip.
Nailed it.
of the ship. And as we swim down next to Galileo, there's just a reef shark
Oh, he's
swimming
cute.
alongside. So I figured it was a pet that you would like. So I wanted to make sure it was the strongest one. So I found myself shoulder sharks and said, hey, if you guys fight to the death, there's a really big guy who'll look after you for life.
Show the dogs.
Nice, yeah.
Just made them all
Wow,
fight
yeah,
each
that's-
other until there was one survivor.
That's metal as fuck.
Jesus Christ, why do we fear Nem?
That's why I'll pat the shark on the head like, you're the strongest, aren't you?
Do you want a reminder?
No.
Yeah, Scythus, you're through to the next round.
Thank you very much.
They somehow get back onto the ship, sopping wet and drunker than ever.
You see, there's a.
That's right, I forgot to tell you about the hat.
Oh, yes, that.
So it's a fez that around the side of it has the same sort of brim that you'd expect a captain's hat to have. So it's a captain's fez.
On top of the rest.
So like a tricorn fez?
Yeah.
Essentially, yes.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Horrible.
That's
The world's not ready for this kind of power, Callum.
That's the aim.
You're right.
You see, as Clash steps forward, a couple of items. She says, right, boss. I got some drow cider brewed by a drider.
Nice.
There you go.
Great.
While I was buying that, bought it off a drow, and then he had a friend who was a Duragar as well. So Mostella, I too got some underdrink. Two
Well, we
barrels.
can all three of us do it together.
Yeah.
The hat. You see, as he beats out this rather old and beaten top hat. There you go.
Place it on top.
Fucking awful, dodgy looking ass.
For the item, I got. I can't use it, but I got this scroll of blight. I was quite lucky on my roll.
Nice. Hold on to that one.
Can do. Bucket. You see, as he kind of gets like one that's bigger than his head, so it's like there's room where he puts it on, and you hear his voice kind of echo like, "That's with the bucket."
Nice.
Takes it off. Limb. I just like it's just a hand that's kind of been cut off, like right at the wrist.
Nice.
Clubber.
Chuck it to Clubber.
Oh, catches it.
So
I-
bony.
Here's the apple.
Nice.
All the other stuff, and then the pet. What kind of pet is the best one? One that doesn't need to be looked after. So
That's to do.
I got you this dog here. You see, is that right just next to him? You almost didn't notice it because it's been so still. It's just this crotchety, senile. You think like on death's door dog that has like matted fur in places. One eye's kind of clouded over, and it's just kind of there, and just kind of.
Yay!
I love him. Keep him safe.
Garv, what's he called? You have to name him now.
His name is Henry.
Yay.
Henry the ship dog, who dies within one day of being on the ship.
Go on, Henry. And you see the dog just.
No, just relax, Henry. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Clash, you're through to the next round. Please
Nice.
join the other contestants.
Wait, which one was that? Clash or
Yeah,
Norway?
that's Clash. You see,
Oh.
he flips his gun. Up next is you see his Fames very
Irish.
very sheepishly. He goes, did everyone else not
Oh, no, it's totally optional.
Oh.
How did you do anyway, Faye?
Oh no!
Oh
For
no!
ale, they the people at Scumar said they do this thing with the ale where the ones
I forgot all the tavern names here.
the barrel that they the barrels that they don't sell out of on the night, they just kind of all slosh it into one.
Oh.
So
Oh,
there's that.
Oh,
the
nice.
runoff. A legendary brew.
For the hat, figured we could have matching. I got you your own fedora.
Place it on top, my good man.
The drug, I've got something called Fever Fire. I don't know exactly what it does,
You
but the
will.
man says you do one line.
Yep.
It's good.
Nice. Hold on to that one for
the
now.
item, I got this. I bought an old. It's called an assassin shiv, and he pulls out this very well, like light dagger that's kind of very well balanced, and you see he kind of balances it on its hands. So apparently, the drow use these, and you see his lateral kind of like. Oh, no, not seen one of them in quite some time actually. Right.
Hold on to that one.
Will do. Right, yeah, what have we got now? Bucket. Yes, that was quite easy. I'm quite small. You see as he pulls out this huge bucket and he puts it over his entire body. And he's just obscured with it. He goes, and you hear again, is this one good enough, Garv?
Oh, it's perfect, mate.
Nice. You see as he kind of stands up. Right, the pet. I got you this. He pulls out like another small jar and you can see about 5 or 6 little lightning bugs kind of flying inside. He says, you like lightning? These are quite nice. I went and caught them out by the woods last night.
That is surprisingly thoughtful, and I'll pop it to one
I'm a
side.
thoughtful person. And then, for the limb, a lot of people here are a lot bigger than me, so it was hard to get a full limb. But I did get this, and he pulls an ear out of his pocket.
Oh!
I like your gusto, so
He may come back looking for it.
Oh, I hope you're ready to fight him off.
Yeah, me neither. I was like...
Tortuga is always the best session whenever we come here.
So good.
Lastly, you see as Nowhere steps forward, a bit of a smirk on his face, and goes, right, easy. Evermead, done.
You bastard.
Got some sleepy salt. Not too sure what that means. Sleepy, we'll see. Hat. Went down to piratey themed, obviously, and I got you a nice little sailor's one. You see, he pulls out like a stereotypical.
Do you want a fucking lollipop with that as well?
Wearing that was rather cute on you.
Very camp.
Item. I got this fork. It's called the Glutton's Fork. You can do. I need something small. You see, as he kind of like grabs like a little scrap of wood from the floor, puts it on the fork, and goes,
Hold on to that. That'll be really useful.
"Oh, that don't taste good, but it is edible." Oh, you fuck!
You're paying to have that wood plank repaired.
Sorry. Bucket. Now this, with the horns and all, was hard, but. You see, he pulls out this big, like, basin that people would, like, bathe their feet in, and you see as two rather large holes have been cut out. And you see he goes, right, kind of puts it down, it kind of just hangs just halfway over his eye line, and he's like, that's the best I could do, but, you gotta work with what you got.
That's a good effort.
For the limb, here's a leg, and for the pet, as he walks over and picks Fames up by the ankle, goes, I got your Fames.
Oh, nice.
What's better than a pet that you already own? And you see his Fame's just like, let me go! Kind of like trying to swipe at him, but just can't with his reach.
I'll put Fames with the rest of the pets. Including the dwarven lady who's just there, I suppose.
Fames is like, hello.
As the snake begins looking at Fames, and he's just like, begins moving to one side.
You look back again and there's a Fames-shaped lump in the snake.
You look back and there's a fame-shaped lump in the dwarf. Wait, what?
Well, you've all done. I'll gather around everyone who's entered. Well, you've all done fantastically well. You've all passed on to day 2. What I will say is my favourite hat was the tiny bowler hat with the lightning bolt on it. That was great. And as for the other items that I've told you to keep a hold of, you will need them for tomorrow, so don't use them up before then. And I'll see you all in the morning.
Right.
Get a good night's sleep. You're going to need it.
Elliot, should I actually make a note of having an extra point, or does that mean nothing?
Oh, it means absolutely nothing.
Brilliant.
So
But you can write it down if you want.
The next morning...
Let's not. I want something to do tonight as well.
Yeah, go for it.
So the night, as that breaks up and I was sort of chilling on the deck, I go over to Nowhere and hand him one of my own bottles of rum.
Huh?
Right, drink that.
Oh, here we go.
Get on my own. And both down them. Just chuck it off the edge of the boat. Right. Ugh, I promise you a fight.
He kind of clicked his neck. We'll go ahead and do our sparring rules.
Yep, cool.
If I just
Wow.
pull out the crew. Yeah, you
I
guys...
want it. I don't know if it affects anything, but I want it noted my sneak attacks will be working for the whole fight.
Yes, it would. I will give you advantage on one of the checks. What were they again? It was right. So it was athletics or acrobatics first for just general fitness or like keeping out of damage and
Got
stuff
it.
like that.
This one's the normal roll.
Yes, he's going to do acrobatics.
I'm also doing acrobatics. I got a 23.
He got a natural one.
Ah.
So you see, as you're naturally quite sleek and quick on your feet or quick on your wings, especially in your case. You see, as even though he's a very dexterous person,
I'm sticking it to the low level. Like I never get higher
So
than
just
5
like
feet off the
hovering,
ground. Yeah.
So using that, you still manage to like dive in and around him, even though you've not got the full range of flying. And he is just, you think maybe he's not had a drink in a little while, or he's just not handling it quite well. But he's all over the place in terms of fighting. He's trying to keep track with you, and is just finding it hard to. Now make an attack roll at advantage because you do indeed have sneak attack, and he'll make his one attack roll.
Oh, advantage didn't help much. Just with my talent attack.
Any attack you would make. So it could be rapier, it could be
okay.
gun, probably cutlass because how you'd shoot him.
Yeah, I'm not
sparring.
shoot him. It's not fantastic. It's only a 13.
Cool. Well, I rolled a natural 2 on the second roll.
Hey.
So yeah, you're going around. He's barely getting licks off on you, and you're every now and again we'll give him a little love tap with like the flat side of the blade. Just make it sting, but not enough so it's cutting. And then lastly, could you make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh boy. That's a 19.
That's the one he gets a natural 20.
Ah!
So you see that even though he's not on top form, he is managing to take quite a lot of damage. He has clearly gone through like quite a lot through his life, so he's kind of had to put up with pain before, so he kind of like is shrugging it off more, but you certainly come out a little bit on top from this. As you guys all see just this soiree of Foiro and Nowhere going back and forth, trading blows in a kind of friendly sparring kind of way as you all sit around and have drinks awaiting Garv's tournament in the morning. And yeah, you kind of finish it and he's kind of panting a little bit drunk. Says, God, you're quicker than I thought you were.
Hey, I'm not that damn
Even low to the ground. For Christ, I thought I'd be able to keep up, but no, you're good.
Thank you. You were spectacular yourself.
I could have done better, but no.
Well, I've certainly seen you do better. But,
you see, he kind of puts his arm around you, and you feel him kind of like swaying a bit more, like from the alcohol, and he's like,
it's strong stuff, that.
I think I need to lie down. Christ. Oh, that was we're good.
Good on you. I'm glad.
You see, as he kind of
Love you, buddy.
walks a couple of steps, kind of puts his hand on the side of the ship, and then just conks out.
I just turned to him as close as I poisoned the rum. He'll be dead within minutes.
So, as you all come to wake up in the morning, Garv, how would you have set up this tournament area, and who would be your, I guess, co-judges or people near you if you would have them?
Clubber and Hickory are the co-judges,
Cool.
of course. We need a range of intellects
Yep.
here. The barrels of ale are all kind of positioned in a large circle on kind of the middle of the deck of the ship. And I would have kind of ushered each person involved to their barrel of ale that they got for me. I would ask them to put their drug and their magic item on top of the barrel of ale, and I would have gone round and placed all the ballistically sound apples on top of the same barrels, respective to the person that collected them. Right, welcome to day 2. This is the tournament day. Congratulations for all passing day 1. You're one step closer to that favour.
Do my favours.
Round 1. You've got to finish that barrel of ale. Go.
Oh, Christ.
So,
It's 10 a.m.
I mean, mine's a tiny barrel, so...
Tiny strong barrel.
could you all give me con saves, and we'll go round and see how everyone did respective to the ale they decided to bring.
Not terrible.
Glory that.
That's a 20.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So natural 20 for Cyathus. You see as he just kind of like takes this smaller barrel of ale and just slams it back. It's strong, Cyathus, but yeah, living underwater and maybe like certainly being druid, maybe your stomach's a bit more akin to that kind of stuff.
Solid growth.
Yeah, very rough liquids going in.
Yeah, but yeah, you boom like it's nothing. We'll go the Skype peeps first. Nem, what did you get?
Got an 8. A 9.
A 9. So you see as Nem kind of does struggle kind of getting through the barrel of ale, but you did just bring like standard ale, so it's nothing that's going to knock you on your ass. It's maybe just the actual action of downing it. You see as Nem is kind of spilling some onto the deck of the ship. River.
I rolled a whopping 5.
Nice.
The camera's frozen.
What kind
Oh, there he is,
what kind of ale did you bring again?
I bought the strongest one that the inn I have a room at.
Nice. So super strong.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an additional con save for me, just to see what the overall effect is.
Ooh,
Oh
6
boy.
Oh, I missed the table. With an 18.
18, cool. You know that you'll be sick if you finish this barrel of ale, but you won't gain a point of exhaustion if you do.
Then I will down it and throw up.
Nice. You see as River struggles, but then immediately commits and then runs over to the side of the ship or wherever you are. I guess you can be sick wherever you want.
Tactical chunder.
Not on my deck.
She would, as she finishes, just look at you and just give an okay sign, so she's alright and ready to carry on.
Garv like flashes his best smile, like great.
Rosella?
I had the big thick, like Guinnessy ale.
Yeah.
So I just this could be horrible. No, it's not too bad.
Alright.
Was it con save?
Yeah.
I've got proficiency in saving throws as well. 17.
Yeah, you're fine. Poirot.
Standard strong dwarven ale, I got a 12.
Yeah, I'd say with standard door now you'd be alright. Again, maybe you struggle getting through it a little bit, but other than that, you're okay. You see as the other 4, the NPCs, they all seem to do alright. Fame's surprisingly quite well with that. You rolled pretty well with that fucking slot.
Oh god, he had to drink the runoff.
You see he doesn't look best pleased, but he keeps it down. He rolled the best out of the 4 NPCs.
Oh wow, fair enough.
Wow.
Nice one.
Mad respect.
Thanks.
Well, everyone, congratulations, you passed round 1. Round 2, if you'd like to set up your drugs in a way that we can both do them together, top of the barrels, that would be great, and I'll go round and do each drug with each person.
God, you're gonna kill
At the
yourself.
same time. Oh my god.
Okay, so Garv, if you would like to pick who you go to, I can go through their drugs because I've got it written down here.
Let's go with Scythus first.
Cool. Scythus, what drug
I'll
did you
be
get?
honest, you've probably come to the right person first. So we've got troll dust, and I mean, Callum has just been sat here rolling a flower pestle for the last minute, but it kind of looks like a joint. So this is it. We've got round up the troll dust, and we'll smoke this.
Oh, you froze it just the wrong time there. Show us again. Perfect, thank you.
I light it with like a lightning blast at the tip of my finger.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
So, where was...
So we're going to gain resistance to acid for 6 hours. So, you know,
Nice.
we might survive doing the rest of the drug time, but it's also an aphrodisiac, so let's hands to ourselves, eh?
Where's that dwarf lady?
Only pay for the one night.
What's
Long
my
dead.
pet?
Oh god.
I did say, I liked all the pets, but I did say to Dan before this, any pets that I didn't like I would feed to Clubber. So you all did pretty well there, because nothing got fed to Clubber. I was wanted to feed him the dwarf.
I mean, I would have liked wanted my money back first.
So yeah, you and Cypress have this rather relaxing smoke. You feel quite good, resistant to acid, and you feel a little bit frisky.
I'm feeling great, Titus. That's a good entry. And I'll move to the next person. Let's just go around the room. I'll go to Nem.
You already got a chub on.
Oh no, it's a second aphrodisiac.
Shit!
How's it going, Nem?
You know what? I can wait for what I was about to do.
Garv,
You show up and you just got a
subtly
fucking ranger.
slicks back his hair a bit. Like, how's it going?
Hello. I think you can do better than that. Here, have some mushrooms.
They're just mushrooms to eat.
They're mushrooms that release
Yeah,
these kind of
just
spores, and you see they're similar to the myconid spores.
Oh, nice.
And as you both kind of breathe them in, you feel a slight connection with Nem. Not so much to the point where you're communicating telepathically, but this also being an aphrodisiac just enhances what you already have with Scythus. And as you've now mixed drugs, could you go ahead and make a con save for me,
I
please?
can indeed. It's pretty good. It's a 23.
You've done way more drugs in less time before. You're fine. But yeah, you just feel this connection, and you doing those two in the back in a row. You're getting pretty fucking horny.
Well, it's quite hot in Tortuga, guys. Didn't realise the last time we were here. Whew. Round next, Mastella.
Hello.
Oh, you're looking good, Mastella.
Thank you. You okay? You good?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good. There you go. How do you consume it? Is it drink? It's under drink. But is it like a shot thing, or is it like a?
What is that?
It's like a small tumbler,
Okay.
essentially,
Yeah.
like that measure, I guess.
Garv just keeps like glancing back to them, like trying to impress her, like just shots it in one.
Nice.
Down the edge.
Could both of you give me con saves for the drug?
Still not bad. 18.
That's a pass with an 18.
Nice. Thank God for my +7 to con saves.
It's a nat.
Nat 1.
Oh no!
Stella's not done drugs before.
Stella's dead.
So, Garv, you take 4 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Mastella, you take the full 8. Also, with a natural 1, this
You just don't.
this feels really good. This drug, it burns your throat, and it doesn't feel good as it hits your stomach. But with a nat 1, you're starting to become addicted to underdrink.
Oh no.
What does it do? What does it do to me?
It does poison damage to you because it can only be drank safely by Duragar.
Anything else or just hurts?
Does it get me high?
Yeah, you're like high. You're like a nice lightheaded. You are certainly still like high. But yeah, the other effect is that it does poison damage.
How you feeling? I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some more.
He's so high that wasn't even in character voice.
Garv, can you make another con save for me? As that's now.
He's not French anymore.
Oh no, it's a crit fail. I am going to use my point of stackable inspiration that I won for winning the house quiz. It's not much better. It's a 10.
You kind of do that, and it hits your system, and you're like, okay, that's the start of something.
I'm
and
starting to
you
feel
feel like
much
you feel like whatever a DC is, it's probably gone up for the next one.
Okay. Feeling a bit rough. Who's next? River, how does it go?
Hello.
You're also looking quite
yeah,
good today.
Barbarian secret for you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like this
Oh,
one.
good grief.
What is it?
I think I'm going to be horny and angry.
The best kind of emotions. What's the deal with Barbarian's Rage? How do you do this one?
I don't actually know.
It's a dark red liquid that is drank.
Okay, sip it up.
Cool.
Cheers, mate.
Sit down.
It tastes of this rough kind of coppery feeling as it goes down. Could you both give me con saves, please, to see if you get the effect or not?
That's a 22.
Cool.
That's a dirty 20 from me.
20 was what you needed.
Right.
So regardless of whether you pass or not,
Yeah.
you get the great sense of confidence verging on the point of recklessness. And you have advantage on all strength checks for the next 10 minutes.
Cool.
Okay.
If you had failed to save, your intelligence would have reduced to 4 for the time being.
Wow.
But you're both fine. You both just feel like confidence.
Ooh,
You've got this energy in you. You feel like, you're good and ready to go. Could you give me another con save? As that's the 4th drug.
It's a
13.
13.
Cool. You've got your charm as well, but
I
you
do.
don't need to use it. 13. That's
How bad am I feeling at this stage?
You get that one, and that's rough. You gain a point of exhaustion.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. I don't take any damage. I have a point of exhaustion.
So that's just dishonorability checks.
Cool. Guys, this is great. Starting to feel a bit weird though. Fuado,
Hello.
what you got for me?
I got you some fun powder.
I hope it's fun. I'm
So
feeling
do
weird.
I.
I'm feeling weird, man.
I haven't enjoyed watching everyone do this. I'm hoping this lightens me up a bit.
Okay, what's the deal here?
Snort.
Oh, this is hard with a beak.
I just rub it all over your beak.
You see as both Fuaro and Garv, they look like a little bit strange, and you see as this glitter begins coming off them, and then suddenly there's a flash of light. Both of you feel different, but you're not sure what.
I think
And
I've
the
ascended.
rest of you see as they both grow boobs and longer hair as your genders change for the next hour.
Oh. Now
You see-
I'm feeling
what does
really
female
weird.
Garv and female Fuaro look like?
Yo.
Toucan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just
You change species?
Garv has an absolute dump truck of an ass. Like that thing is thick, round, and juicy. And yeah. Well, Garv's a 9 normally, so I reckon he's probably
Yeah.
quite a fit woman.
Yeah. And could you give me another con save? Was that
Sure.
Drew? You can input 5.
That's a 16.
16. Cool. You're okay.
Gav,
Cool.
do we have a break until the next round, or is it going straight away?
Inspiration.
No, we got to go straight into it.
Shit. Never mind.
Otherwise, the contest doesn't really work.
How long does this last for?
Hour.
An hour. Right, if it can be done in an hour, I've got somewhere to go.
Then I'll move around the 4 remaining crew members.
Voices are
Cool. So, as you go up to nowhere with the sleepy soul.
Oh god, you're still going!
As he pulls it out again, it's another snort scenario. You see as he lines it up and, yep, does it. You get a sudden sense of euphoria. Actually, no, that's not the one. Sorry, I was reading the wrong one.
No, you don't shit your pants. Maybe you do, make concept.
For the next hour, you and Noah both have +5 temporary hit points and resistance to bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
You feel this more engaged rush of energy as well, but you feel like you're going to crash hard when the hour's up.
Okay,
go
man,
ahead.
I'm buzzing right now.
Another con save, higher DC.
I am going to use one of my passes on that one because that is a crit fail.
Cool. So as you fail that, you kind of like channel this giant heritage for you, and you feel the spirit of Grilantor there. You're all the time back at the hill, giant tribe, and you're okay.
I feel weird, but it's okay.
Up next is
Stella's like itching his arm, and he goes to Fuara like, "Is Garv a woman right now, or is that just me?" And he looks at Fuara and is like, "Ah!"
You like musty?
Oh no! I need to stop doing this shit.
He's got the cabin fever.
so you go up to Fames.
Oh god!
You see he's got these petals of translucent flowers, and he said, "I think you're meant to put them on your tongue. You might sweat a bit, but it will dissolve."
You see his Garv's already like dripping with sweat. I think it'll be fine, mate.
So you place it on his tongue, and you place it on yours. It dissolves, and you see as both of them just drops to the ground, unconscious, incapacitated, and you see as for the next minute, anyone who touches them feels their temperature is through the fucking roof.
Oh shit, they've got the Rona!
And they are both just sweating profusely to the point where there's puddles under them, and then after about a minute passes up, because both you and Fames give me con saves.
Oh, I sweated out most of that weird voice. 50.
15. You're okay. Fames, however, gains a point of exhaustion.
Oh my god.
He is exhausted. He says, I didn't know that would happen. The guy just said it kills frostbite, but and yeah, Fames is
I feel weird still, Fames.
exhausted, and another con save being that's the
Still fucking thick as hell.
drug.
That's going to be a 20-something, 25.
25.
24 even.
You're good. You're
Cool.
feeling okay. Up next
He
to
absolutely is not.
Ladrill.
She just had underdrink as well, didn't she?
No, she's got Pixie's fire.
Oh, fuck.
Again, it's another rose gold coloured powder substance that is inhaled through the nose or mouth.
Yeah, snort that one right up.
You do it.
Yeah.
She sips it up as well, and you are immune to being charmed or frightened for the next hour. And could you make another con save for me?
Well, for
DC
fuck's sake, the
against
one
higher?
time he's a woman and he can't be charmed.
That's a bad one. That's gonna be a 14.
That's another point of exhaustion, as your speed is now also halved.
Good thing you don't have to do anything while we do the tournament, I hope. I don't know how this is going to go.
And
I feel weird.
lastly, Clash. He has underdrink, so that's another con.
I'm not. I've already done this one, so I'm good.
As soon as Clash brings out, you're like, I'm good. I'm like, I'll have his.
Funnily enough,
I'll have his. It's okay.
Clash also got on that one.
Oh no!
Clash, you got moves at underdrink.
Fuck you, no. I'm going to quickly go for a pee before we move on to the next round of the tournament.
Cool.
Amazing.
Right, so that all went pretty weirdly.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling strange.
I feel gross. Fuara's a woman.
So are you.
Could you get me some water?
What?
I've got a cup.
He's in
He's in the toilet.
Oh,
he,
he
went,
went
he went to go pee.
Oh, he went to pee. Whoops.
We don't do that in the sync when we're streaming.
You're both women.
Yeah.
You got a problem with that?
Yeah, what's wrong?
I've definitely not got a problem with that. I think.
I'm still like trying to like catch Nem's eye a bit. Like.
Listen, can I have like 20 minutes?
This is actually I've written this fan fiction.
Everyone.
To do what?
Just let me have 20 minutes.
You can have 5.
Oh, that's not enough. I'll wait till after.
What the fuck's going on?
Well, I have a new body, and I want to find out what it's about.
You've only got an hour. Of
You've
your
never been
body.
transformed into a woman before.
No!
It sucks to be you.
No, it doesn't. It's great.
It is.
I just would quite like to go to my private room with probably the clowns.
Oh god. Oh god, I've written that fan fiction.
No, leave the mask on. Exactly. Don't have to look him in the eye
Right.
ever again.
Round 3. I'm going to place the bucket upon your head, and you will fight another bucket head chosen at random. The names will be pulled out of the hat that I like the most. So you see this tiny little bowler hat filled with names. You are only to be equipped with the item you found in Tortuga.
Oh, good.
No killing, obviously. Yeah, so I'll prepare that.
Wait, so we're fighting with the magic item we found?
You're fighting with the magic item that you found, yes.
Mine lets me find nearby alcohol.
Yep.
I did all this on purpose. There were
can
good
hit
ones,
people
bad
with it,
ones,
right?
and completely useless ones.
Poirot, you shall be fighting 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clash.
Good.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Mastella, you will be fighting. So let's just in Mastella, you'll be fighting. 3, 4,
Clobber.
5, 6. Ladril. Cyathus, you will be fighting.
Not now.
Who's K? Who begins with a K? Nowhere.
I do.
Cyathus, you're fighting Nowhere. River, you're fighting. River, you're fighting Fames.
Oh, we all
Lucky
wanted
bastard.
It.
Oh no.
And Nem is going to have to fight the first winner of the first fight, which will be whoever wins out of Poirot and Clash.
Cool.
Fine by me.
Amazing.
So, as buckets are placed on head, Clash very much cannot see with his. You can just about see with yours, being you've got the
I
slat in the
made,
middle.
I made slits in
Indeed.
it.
So, we're going to do it sparring rules, and there'll be a couple of variables thrown in there, I'm sure, given the drugs and the like. So first of all, you see as Poirot and Clash take to the ring, kind of, he nods to you before putting the bucket over his head and pulling out, I can't remember what item I gave him. I should put these two pages next to each other, really. He's got a scroll of blight that he can't use because he's not a magic user.
As he nods to me, he just sees me sat on the barrel, just like with a cafetiere, just staring. Like,
Nice. So,
I have no idea what this does.
the fight begins. I'll tell you what it does as you drink it, I guess.
Yeah, I drink
So
my coffee.
The item, the
I drink half of it. I might have a second fight.
Fairy Dragon's coffee. It's enough for one use, but
Nah.
for the first round, your speed is tripled. You have a +5 to AC, advantage on dex saves, and can take 3 actions. At the start of the next round, you take a point of exhaustion and are stunned.
Right, so I just fucking wail on this bastard.
For the first round, you do indeed.
So triple my speed?
Yep.
Cool,
So,
I've got 150 feet to move in 6 seconds.
Yep. So on this first one, go ahead. You get 3 actions. We'll say go ahead and roll 3 attacks at advantage.
Oh boy.
He will just roll the 1 because he doesn't get.
Oh my god! Inspiration.
Oh, sorry, that was right into the mic. I apologise.
That was a legendary fail there on the first one. Second one's fine. Any attack?
Yeah.
Cool. The first one's a 23.
Cool.
Second
You
one.
just get more than 2 higher than he
If
gets.
it's already advantage, can you use an inspiration on it?
The way we do it, yes.
Yeah.
Rules is written now.
The next one was a 16. And third one was a nat 20.
Nice. So yeah, first round as that you see these two going at it as the first kind of portion of this sparring goes in, and Poirot is just all over Clash after he's kind of like just drunk this little coffee-like mixture. Is there anything you would like to do between first round and second round? I mean, the first check of this fight and the second check of this fight.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw your respective apples at both your people. So yeah,
Cool.
I throw. I think a regular apple at both Clash and Poirot.
Cool. Make a attack roll against both of them.
Cool. I'm at disc because I'm exhausted.
Not currently, not.
Am I not?
It's at 3 points of exhaustion. You get this on attacks.
Oh,
Just
cool.
ability Checks.
Just a regular then. Sweet. Oh,
This will
that's
be just plus strength.
improvised weapon.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 17 on Poirot
That hits.
and a much higher than that on Clash.
You've had the +5 to your AC from the.
Oh! What did you roll?
17.
That would miss just.
And then 17 on Clash.
Yes.
So you throw it, and Poirot, still being kind of like quite dexterous, manages to dodge out of the way before suddenly the lethargy of this drink kicks in, and you gain your point of exhaustion and are stunned for this round.
Okay.
Clash is hit, and that is gonna give him disadvantage on this next check, but it will be a regular roll because it would be advantage because you're
Yep.
stunned. Could you go ahead and just make a, I guess, con save as part of the thing?
There's a crit fail I can't avoid.
Cool. You see as this time, yeah, as the stun washes over you, even though the apple hits Clash's head, he gets like a few good hits in on you, kind of knowing where you are. A couple of the times he just kind of like swings with his fists just wildly, just missing, not being able to see where the hell anyone even is as the crew begins kind of clapping along, laughing. You see they're all there watching, like sat on various points of the ship with their drinks.
I bend over to Hickory and say, not really using that scroll he found.
I've made a note. He just goes, yeah, hit him! And then we go into the last check, athletics or acrobatics for you.
Acrobatics then, please,
Same
sir.
with Clash.
That's terrible. 8.
It's a 7 for Clash.
Ooh.
So both of you are pretty fucked up at this point. You can see neither of them are doing acrobatics that well. They may think they are, but you see as a femme foire just nimbly manages to outpace Clash before he is knocked on his ass and declared the loser.
Congratulations, Fuado. You're our first victor of the day.
Thanks.
You've probably got like 5 minutes, like 5 or 10 minutes if you want to go do your thing that you wanted to go do.
Yes, enough, go on.
And I run to the back of the ship like,
Clowns!
Yes.
My quarter's 5 minutes.
I'll wave at him like, see you in a minute, Captain.
Okay. She's like,
You're allowed to say no,
They
just
fall-
have a little bit of a schedule.
What for? Make a persuasion check against them both. They are very professional ladies.
oh yeah, one's a 21.
Cool.
And the other's a nat 20.
Cool. Wisp does not come with you, funnily enough, but Mischief does.
Yay! I like it's just my favourite.
Bit of Mischief. Cool. The next fight.
Mastella versus Ladril.
That's me.
I see
and, Aladril.
I'll pop your buckets on your heads.
You see as it comes down. You see as Ladril's kind of goes down to about here with kind of like the string underneath. Yeah, and she pulls out whatever bloody item I said she got. I can't remember what it was.
Did you grab me a cider, Jamie?
She got a tankard of cooling. She kind of grabs this tankard and kind of like puts it where her knuckles are so she can punch harder with it.
Oh, man.
That's what I wanted to see.
Right, hopefully this goes better than our last spar.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to down the potion of giant strength.
Nice.
How much does hill giant strength give me?
21.
21. So that's what, plus 4?
5.
5.
So, first of all, if you could go ahead and make just an attack roll. If you're doing a strength-based attack, you get advantage because of the potion, we'll say. And she just gets a 1 at... She rolled well at this. 1 would have been a nat 20.
Just a strength roll, sorry.
Attack roll.
Attack roll. Will I have proficiency in the attack? Is that not?
Yep, if it's with one of your like just your normal like attack stat, I guess. So it'd be what strength and proficiency.
Strength and proficiency,
Yeah.
yes. So that's a 23.
Cool. She unfortunately got a 25.
Oh shit!
As both of them, you see, these two do quite well in terms of fighting. She's using this tankard, kind of like just like using it for bludgeoning more than anything, hitting the side of your bucket that makes it like ring, and you're doing the same to her, kind of like hitting her like kind of in the knee, so she'll drop down and then clocking her on the side of the head. But she seems to be on top at the moment. And then give me an athletics or acrobatics check. If it's athletics, you get advantage because of the potion.
I'll take that then.
And is it at this point you throw the apples or you wait?
Yeah, sorry, I'll throw the apples here.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that would make it. Roll to attack, hit both of them first, and that would give them this if you hit.
Mastella, that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Would that hit you?
Yeah.
So that's a regular roll.
Ladril,
Advantage.
that'll be a 12 to hit.
Misses her, so she gets a regular roll.
Wait, did either of them bring special apples? I think they were both just normal.
No, they're normal, yeah.
Wait, so what am I rolling?
It'd be a regular roll because you were hit with an apple. So as you kind of go in for this good attack, kind of had an idea where she was, suddenly your bucket is just smashed with this apple.
That's crooked. I'm just going to use my point of inspiration on this because I don't want to lose this so quickly.
Cool.
Go on, son.
And it's athletics.
Or acrobatics.
Yeah. So that is a 14. So it's still pretty poor.
14. She gets a 17,
Shit.
unfortunately. And lastly, could you make a con save for me to see just how much damage you can take?
That's not bad.
Fiery enters like with a fag in his mouth. Her mouth.
How's it going?
I'm so
22.
warmed up.
22. So you managed to take
Do you want to like? Nah,
more damage than her, as she clearly outpaces you in this fight, but you do manage to soak up quite a few hits. Unfortunately, as she won 2 of the contests, she does beat you in this spar. You see as she kind of like comes around in behind Mastella after he gets a good hit in on the back of her knee. comes and just slams the tankard down. It kind of the bucket kind of splinters a little bit and kind of knocks you to the floor a bit. And she Lateral unfortunately wins on this
Sorry,
one.
Mastella.
Damn it.
Up next.
Am I out of the contest?
You are out of the contest. You're out of the trial.
Oh.
Sorry, man.
Knockout round.
Can't all be winners. Up next, Scythus versus Nowhere. I'm excited for this one.
He is nowhere. He can technically just about see because his bucket can't go down any further.
Yeah. But I know Scythus can probably see a bit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got blind sight out to 5 feet.
You see, he's got this fork and he's like, I'm not going to eat you, but good luck, mate.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves too quickly.
They both step in just off her face. What did he get again? Sleepy soul. Would he have to fall asleep yet?
Nice. Oh, it goes on. Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Dan, what did you say the radius on the anti-gravity sphere was?
30 feet.
Just going to launch him into space.
Cool. So,
For reference, the barrels are about like a 30-foot diameter, so they shouldn't be
Yeah.
affected by this.
So the fight starts. He moves towards you with this fork. Do you immediately use it?
Yeah, just going to throw it at his feet.
You throw it down, and you feel as the both of you just begin like floating up into the air. And he's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" As you see Scythus and Nowhere just begin this aerial combat maneuver.
Oh, this is sick.
So go ahead and make a attack roll for me. I'll give you advantage because you've taken Nowhere by surprise with making him float.
Natural 19 plus my core stuff 23. So I wouldn't have cast it over yet. So yes.
Yeah, with that you kind of like using the floating. You're very much used to floating, being that you're from the sea, so you can quite easily use this to
is
maneuver.
just swimming, but with less water.
Exactly. So you quite easily maneuver, get a few good hits in on him. He's trying to like locate you. Could you go ahead and make athletics or acrobatics? Actually no, just before you do, Garv's going to throw apples.
Scythus had a special apple.
He had a stone apple. Yeah.
Yes. That's going to be interesting. Probably doesn't hit though with a 6.
So you see as this stone apple just flies past Scythus. You're trying to like, hit him out of the air and it's just awkward. And it goes somewhere into the city of Tortuga and you just hear it. Ah! Fuck!
Fuck you, Limey! And it's a 16 on Nowhere.
Cool. 16 on Nowhere. I'm going to give him a dex saving throw because he can technically catch projectiles. It will be at this because he's hovering.
Oh my god.
I fucking hope he throws it back at me.
And is going to try and throw it back at you at this.
Nice.
Misses, goes wildly off into the sea. As he does that, it just whizzes nowhere even near you. Goes, was I close?
No.
Cool.
Really far, actually.
So yeah, a athletics or acrobatics at regular.
Fine.
Huh?
Repeat that once more.
9. Nowhere with a 23. As he gets used to this kind of like floating, you see as he uses very like dexterous form to move around and starts getting the hang of it. And lastly, could you go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw? See how
I
much
certainly can, you.
damage you.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a dirty 19.
Cool. That's a 6 for Nowhere. He's not been doing good on his sparring. So yeah, you, despite Nowhere kind of getting the hang of it and being a bit acrobatic around this strange anti-gravity field, you can just, being used to taking damage for the party, you just last longer than he does, and eventually you are declared the winner, as Nowhere is exhausted on the floor. He's like, I think that sleepy salt's kicking in. I'm gonna go and pass the fuck out. Oh
As we
god.
land back down, I'll just sort of put my hand as much as I can on Nowhere's shoulder, given how much taller he is than me, and go, it's alright, I don't think anyone saw.
I'm not really caring about that at the minute. You see as he, like, again, much like a repeat of about 12 hours ago, falls onto the floor and just begins snoring as the other effect of sleepy salt has began to kick in. Could you give me a con save?
Just fantastic.
It's not brilliant, it's a 15.
Cool. That's what you need. So yeah, you almost fall asleep, you're like beginning to lull, but you just manage to stay awake through the sheer amount of other drugs that are coursing
shit.
through your body.
I've got boobs still.
Cool. Next fight.
River versus Fames.
Before the fight goes ahead, am I able to shake Famous' hand?
Yeah, it takes a couple of tries, being that you're both absolutely fucked. But
and you both got buckets on your heads.
Cool. As I go in for the handshake, River puts 2 fingers down her throat to make herself vomit alcohol onto him.
Oh God!
Wow.
Okay, I need you to make a con save first to see. Yeah, make a con save to see if you see.
Like, dude, that is fucked up.
That's an 8 on the con save.
Yeah, so you managed to make.
Oh, I've realised what you're doing.
Fames is then going to make a con save back. You see, as you throw up on Fames, he immediately just and throws up next to him as well.
River, that's grim.
And then once the bucket's on my head, I place the drunkard's hat upon my head, which is my magic item, and I now know exactly where he is at all times.
Nice, that's real good thinking.
Genius.
You got a point of inspiration for that. That's real clever. Well, he's got a point of exhaustion as well, so let's see how he does. First, we'll make a. Cool.
I hope he wins. I hope he wins.
First, we'll make an attack roll. Fames, I am going to give him advantage because he's the only one who actually found a dagger.
With my the drug that I took, was it a +2 to strength or was it advantage on strength?
It was advantage.
Cool. So I'm going to be using my claws because that's my unarmed attack. So yeah,
that's absolutely fine.
So I get advantage on all attacks.
Yes. Fame's got a dirty 20.
Filthy.
Ooh.
Fucking hell.
Fames?
Okay, hang on. Proficiency plus.
Fames was the sort of thing that would be thrilled.
I got a 21.
Oh! So you see as you'll get near and he'll like swipe with this dagger and he'll maybe get like a couple of hairs, but you just knowing where he is and him not knowing where you are, yeah, you're just all over him at this point. The apples come in.
Yeah.
Why don't you choose a good apple?
What's in the middle of
Isn't it a metal dunked apple?
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
I dunked it in liquid metal. Yeah.
Okay, so
it like has the innards like rotted, so it's just like a hollow shell of an apple at this point.
That's a 22 to hit River,
which hits for Fames.
And for Fames, that's a 8 to hit Fames.
You miss Fames, and it just as he's underneath the bucket, kind of taking cover, it just skids along the floor. But River, your head is hit, or the bucket that your head is in is hit with this like steel-coated apple. Could you give me a con save to see if you get a little bit stunned or not?
Was that a con save?
Yeah.
That's why we have the buckets, to protect from head injuries.
14.
Cool. You're not stunned. It kind of rings the helmet a bit, but you're okay. Now I need a athletics check or an acrobatics check, and Fames has his at dis.
That'd be an acrobatics from me.
Cool. Fames roll well. Cool. What'd you get?
19 from me.
Fames also got a 19 as well.
Ooh.
So yeah, you see as you tie, you're kind of like pacing each other. You're moving around knowing where he is. He's kind of more cowering under a bucket, so to speak. But yeah, you seem to get pace. And lastly, a con save, please.
Now, Hickory, I wasn't expecting so
I got
much
to make a con
tenacity
save
from
again.
Fames.
Yes, you're currently up by 1 point to Fames.
Oh, it's good. It's 21.
21. He got a 14. So you're the trained fighter. You see as River just kind of kicks around a small bucket containing Fames for a couple of minutes.
River's a fucking bully. Pass it on.
You see as eventually a sick-covered Fames crawls out from underneath said bucket. And you see his Clubber kind of looks at him and like licks his lips.
Don't get any ideas, Clubber.
Really? That's the marinade he needed to want to eat Fames?
Something in Clubber has just unlocked.
Right, well, we've got to keep going until there's only one of you left. So next up is Foiro and Nem.
Judges, I'm out of magic items.
Oh, take one from one of the eliminated contestants.
Oh, I'll take the shiv.
Good idea.
Yep.
Cool. So, Nem and Foiro, if you could both start by making your attack rolls for me, please. Foiro, advantage because you've actually got a dagger.
I've got a shiv,
What
and I
have
can
you got?
see.
Oh, Nem, you've got...
I've got Potion of Dragon's Breath.
I'd say that I give you advantage as well, because you can suddenly breathe, we'll say, fire.
I can breathe fire. That's wonderful.
An advantage, mine?
Yeah.
I assume it's the same as my usual pluses. Sweet, that is a 22.
Dan, what am I adding to this? Sorry.
So it'd be like a standard attack roll. So I guess you
attack
plus
bonus.
your strength or dex.
A strength or dex? Sorry.
Yeah,
What,
so-
did you say my spell attack bonus would do?
So it'd just be your strength or dex because you're fighting
Strength.
rather than casting spells.
I've got you. Okay, let's have a look. Let's add my strength. No, let's add my dex. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Cool. Before I got a
It was a 22.
22. So Fuaro just comes out on top with the attacks as you're flying in and out again, kind of like staying near each other. These buckets on your head completely obscuring your vision. Nem's doing one with an apple now currently. Does it fly in?
Yes, it does. I will break it in half and throw it at both, just for fairness sake.
Nice.
On Fuaro, that's going to be
that's
a
it.
dirty
Yeah.
20,
Yeah.
and Nem, that's going to be a 10.
That misses Nem. So this apple just smashes you in the side of the head.
These fucking pink ladies!
So could you both make athletics or acrobatics? Fuaro with you at dis because you've been struck and distracted by an apple.
What the hell happened?
I went to pick it up and somehow launched it halfway across the table. Fuck me. At this,
Yeah.
what was it? Athletics and acrobatics?
Yeah.
It's only a 9 for old Fuaro.
Annie, what was in the centre of your apple?
There was a razor blade in the centre of my apple.
What?
So as you broke it in half, you'd have seen as this razor blade fell to the ground, which would have hit someone. Did you not specify that you broke it in
Yeah,
half?
fair enough.
He's like, fuck, okay.
I didn't have an apple. Well, that was coming for me.
Oh god. So yeah,
I won't
athletics.
throw
So, yeah.
the razor blade at anyone.
Nem seems to be holding her own here, the apple hitting you, and just not knowing that another apple was coming for you.
Yeah.
It's kind of put you off. One last check. Could you both make Constitution saving throws?
Cool. Oh, my con's not great. Oh, but that roll is con save. That's a filthy 20.
Nice.
17.
17.
Oh, good job.
Fuaro progresses again.
Okay,
Next round.
we're on to the final four. Fuaro,
We're in the final four.
you shall be facing.
final four with you.
You'll be facing Cyathus.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Blackbeard
And
v Ginger Ale.
River, you'll be facing
Who
Ladriel.
on earth said I was fucking Blackbeard's boy?
You are.
I'm gonna kill that fucker.
Blackbeard.
Yeah, alright.
Cool, so who's up first?
Fuaro and Cyathus.
Nice. We both step in. Scythus, you get to pick a new item from one of the previous contestants.
Oh, what's available?
Mostella, what did you have?
I had giant strength, but it's
Oh,
gone.
it's gone. So that means the ones that are left are...
The alcohol hat?
Nowhere's Fork. The River's still got the alcohol hat.
Oh yeah, we're still in.
Or Clash's Scroll of Blight.
Oh Christ!
Clash didn't go through with you.
No, you didn't.
I'll take the scroll of blight, Daniel.
I'll take the fork, please.
Bro stood there with a bucket on his head and a shiv like, I don't like this anymore.
I feel like something bad's about to happen.
Do you have... Oh no, I guess it wouldn't have. Don't worry. Go ahead. I'm excited for this one. I pull out some apples from my own supply.
Nice.
Ooh.
They've all also got razor blades.
So in terms of the attack, I'll say that you both have advantage, being that you have a very magical spell and you have a shiv. I'll say Fuaro, you'll also have dis on the con check because Blight sucks the energy out of you. We'll say no damage is actually done though.
Excellent.
I wanted to roll the 88.
Just slay him.
To hit,
Knock him out straight away.
that's an 18.
18 for Fuaro.
24.
Nice.
24.
So yeah, you see as Scythus, the fact that he's now got this scroll that he can use at his disposal has just flipped the table completely.
Fuck it.
And then some more apples come in and get thrown
On
at you.
Fuaro, it's a dirty 20 again. On Cyathus, that's
Cocked.
crooked. That's going to be an 11 on Cyathus.
So the one on
Not
Scythus
hit.
misses.
I uncanny dodge this apple.
Yeah, I'd say that'll give you a dex save to see if you kind of hear, you know they're coming now. So yeah.
It's not great. Dex save?
Yeah.
Oh, that is okay. That's a 17.
Yeah, so you hear the apple as it sails through the air. That's good, clever thinking. And you whoosh, manage to dodge out of the way. So neither you have advantage or disadvantage. It's a acrobatics or an athletics check.
Oh, you're fucked, buddy. That is a 23 for old F-Dog.
Yeah, well, I rolled an 8.
So you see Asithus like fumbles around a little bit after kind of taking the time to use this scroll. You are just, again, with your wings, are just every now and again kind of darting from side to side. It's an even fight by the looks of it. Lastly, the con save.
This is where
Dis for
the
your
buyout. What? Dis for me.
Yes.
What's your con, Jamie? Because mine's fucking shite.
I'll be honest with you, it doesn't matter.
17.
Crit fail.
So yeah, just the energy that's been drawn from you from the previous blight spell has just left you lethargic and just slower than you usually are come the end of the fight, and Scythus manages to progress to the final.
Yeah.
Holy hell, Scythus.
River versus Ladriel up next.
Well done, well done.
Congratulations,
I'm gonna
Scythus.
go lay down.
You see, as she's still got this tankard and says, "You wouldn't throw up on me, would you?"
Wait, is there alcohol in the tankard?
No, she's got a tankard that cools drinks that are in it, and she's just using it as like improv knuckle dusters.
No, I'm not going to throw up on you.
Thank you, I really appreciate it. It takes me so long to do my hair.
River's like a bitch.
Yeah.
We're just going to go straight for the fight.
Quit talking!
So, an attack roll, please.
Cool. Which dice shall I use? Let's use that one. Oh, it's good. Have I still got the... Oh, I still got a advantage on strength check, haven't I?
Yeah.
Does that involve... No, it wouldn't involve that. Never mind, that's fine. Cool. That's just a 17.
Cool. Yeah, you both being trained fighters, you can see it's very much an even fight, or at least it would be even if you weren't wearing buckets on your heads and were both high as shit. But you see, yeah, you get the upper hand on this. Your training is just better, so that without your senses, you can still kind of pick up on where she is. Apples.
Oh yeah.
Apple.
On River, it's a 21. On Ladriel, it is a 16.
That's her AC. Both hit. So can you make a acrobatics or athletics check at Dis, please, as will Ladriel?
At Dis, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not good. Discord just had a bit of a hiccup. Is Annie still
We've
there?
lost Annie.
Ooh, it's not amazing. Is that a con save?
No, a athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh!
Yeah, she was frozen in there. I'll take her a sec.
Oh, one sec.
One sec.
No problem.
Oh,
Cool.
I hear a voice.
I am with you. I'm just trying to get my camera back on.
No worries.
What'd you get, Kane?
I got 12.
There's a 6 for Ladriel. So you see that you're on top of her. You pretty much got this fight on lock. And then lastly, a con save, please.
Okay, cool.
She gets a 12.
I got 17.
On all 3 checks, River, you would just feel like you're just better trained, you're a better fighter than Ladriel. And you can really much see it here as you proceed to the final alongside Scythus.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
no one would have predicted this.
Congratulations, guys.
Scythus, what would you like as your item, seeing as the scroll has now been used?
Can I keep hold of the scroll, pretend it's not been fully used, and just cast light?
I guess roll sleight of hand against Garv, because it would be, yeah.
Would Garv know how a scroll works? 'Cause it's only one use.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check to see if it even matters.
That's crooked, I reckon.
He knows.
20.
Yeah, you
20.
know how scrolls work, so go ahead and just make a perception check, I guess.
Nat
My
20.
hand was 11.
You've got this because you got a point of exhaustion.
Fuck! What's it, perception?
Yeah.
14 still.
14, and what do you get, Scythus?
11.
So whether you want to do anything about it is a different thing. You notice Scythus is instead casting Blight,
I
right?
blow a whistle. You can only use the magic items
Foul!
from the pool of magic items. And
Hey, I thought we were pirates.
I'll restart the... Well, these are rules in a game, man. You can't just... I'm a pirate too, but you can't just blow away the rules, otherwise nothing matters.
I thought they were more like guidelines than rules.
Well, yes, I suppose
Right,
they are,
where's
but
that,
I don't just
Where's
give
that
away
fork
favours.
gone?
What, sorry?
Where's that fork gone?
Yeah, Nowhere gives you... Well, he doesn't... You can take the fork from Nowhere and his sleeping body.
I'll give it back to you in a second.
Are you going to eat bits of me?
I will see how the fight goes.
Okay.
So, as we kick off the final, both of you give me attack rolls. Please.
Now that it started, I like that you didn't go for the dagger side.
Yeah, wow.
Give me a second. I'm going to choose which dice.
Thought I was going to try and pocket that. Assassin's knife, he's having it.
Just a straight attack roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to bet my point of inspiration on that.
Ooh.
Oh, it was worth it.
Well,
21.
Oh, you bitch. Dirty 20.
Oh, close. You did that to Fames as well. So you see again, very even fight. You fight with each other quite a lot, so you know each other's fighting styles. But River's just managing to pull ahead. Do apples come in this round?
Yeah, of course. On Cythus, it's a nat 20.
Oh, you bitch.
On River, it's probably also going to be a hit with a 22.
Nice. So yeah, you both have disadvantage on this next check. So athletics or acrobatics? Yes.
Was my inspiration for throwing up on Fame stackable or not?
It was not, I'm afraid.
Cool, no worries.
And he's gone like a 90s music video.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
What?
You just keep an eye on the
You're like-
stream, you go like Technicolor as
no,
fuck.
no, you're back. You're back. Come on now.
Wow,
That was cool.
I'm really pink.
That was pretty cool, honestly.
Oh, that's the coolest thing in the world. Am I back to normal now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I wish I wasn't.
We've got dis on the next check, did you say, Dan?
Yeah. So disadvantage on
Yeah.
athletics or acrobatics?
Well, cool. I'm going to go athletics. No, acrobatics, sorry.
Cool.
Good. Oh, okay. It's a 14.
Oh, well, fuck me in the arse, I guess.
Oh no.
I did roll a natural 20, but it's a disc, so I got 7.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oof,
again.
that's an oof. Confirmed oof.
River taking the lead and seeming to be dominating this fight. Lastly, could you guys give me Constitution saving throws, please?
Yeah, I'm not very good at this.
That's a bad face.
What'd you guys get?
9.
12.
So, sorry, this you again being a tank, you managed to certainly soak up a lot more damage and pace yourself throughout the fight. But River, having won the previous 2 checks, is just very fast, very good with her attacks. Is more of a martial person, whereas you're very much used to turning into animals or casting spells. And River comes out victorious.
Congratulations, River.
Oh, congrats.
You're through to the final round. At this stage, you have my respect, and to win my favour.
You can either take all the quarters that everyone here counted.
To get the favour, you must beat me in an arm wrestle. You can use any means you like, magical or otherwise, to do this. I'll give you like a minute to prepare. And
I've just dropped every spell I own.
I'll shift the river's barrel to the centre of this ring of barrels and just stand there ready.
Nice.
I'm glad it wasn't Cythus. You were both there on the equivalent of a Coke can just on the floor.
This is quite hard.
So you would have both dis and advantage on this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be a red roll for you.
If I rage, would I have
Give me a
advantage?
second.
It would be really convenient if the person who had an assassin after them had a big favour from Garv.
Yeah, right?
Right.
That's quite good.
Right.
Right?
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 Okay, leave
Left.
me alone, right? Like, what? What's going on?
Right?
Why is Twitter's just notified me that Nippy is trending in the UK?
Nice.
Bit nippy.
Nifty?
It was a bit nippy, wasn't it? Yeah, Nifty! Nifty's trending!
Yeah, we're trending.
Yes, get us trending, everyone.
At last.
Everyone go tweet Nifty.
River, what preparations are you doing for this fight?
The spell that I always have prepped is going to be the one that I'm going to stick to. The drug's still in me, so I have advantage on strength checks anyway, which evens the playing field a little bit. But I'm just going to have the spell command prepped.
Nice. Thought you would.
Oh, that's clever.
Oh boy.
Cool. So you sit down, you lock hands, you see as Drubben kind of places his old white dragonborn scaled hands over yours.
Yep.
Right.
I
want a
look-
fair
I look-
bout.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I don't want a fair bout, actually.
No, it's anything goes, Jubbin.
I'm so pissed.
Me
too. I'll count to 3. I'll release.
Hang on.
Yep.
I look Garv in the eye as the countdown comes down.
Yep.
And I just say the word lose.
Cool. What do I make a save or do I just do it?
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Cool. It's pretty good.
I feel like River would be more honourable than this.
17.
He said she could take any means.
17.
Hang on. Dan, how many like actions am I allowed to get off in advance of this? Because am I only allowed to do one thing?
That'd be up to you, Garv. You're.
Yeah. Because I was going to do something else, but I want to check if I'm allowed to do it.
If it's something you could do during the arm wrestle, yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. As we're like going to sit down, she just like takes a claw and just scratches a drop of blood off of her hand and casts Bane just under her breath before she says the word lose.
What does that do? Does it give me dis on
You
this?
got to subtract a D4.
That's a wisdom.
from
It's a
every
save as
throw.
well, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I got
It's just a
7.
D4 from every...
I got 17 on my save normally, so I subtract D4 on it.
Yep.
You need to make a save for Bane as well, I think.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't. Does it say that?
Yes.
Oh, charisma save. Yeah, you're right.
I get a 16 on my charisma save.
Shoot. Yeah, that beats 15.
Yeah, both seem to go through, unfortunately, unaffecting the drunk and drug-addled mind of Garv.
You see Garv's eyes roll back into his head, but then they roll back around, and he's like, oh, what just happened?
Alright, yeah, there's not really anything else I can do, unfortunately.
Arm wrestle. It's the first to 3 successes.
Cool.
A natural 20 counts as 2 successes, a natural 1 counts as a success, or 2 successes for your opponent.
Cool.
Both of you, as the arms are released, make athletics checks, both at advantage.
Ooh.
22 on my first one.
18.
Did you just groan at 22?
You just begin moving River's arm down. Go ahead and make another one.
Not as good. 17.
19 again.
Nice. River fighting you back. Gets your arm onto her side.
How are you doing this?
That's 1 apiece.
This is athletics, right? I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
26.
Well, no. I mean, I can take a picture. It's a nat 20.
Go for it, yeah. I don't mind. If you rolled it, man.
That's
Yeah,
2
I think
victories.
it's
With that, you
6
see as
and
River
20.
slams Garv's hand
Oh my
down
God.
onto the barrel as the nat 20 counts as 2. The drugs through your body allowing your rage. You see as the crowd all and start clapping and smacking their tankards against sides and cheering and
just put in the chat.
and just are so happy at this sight and the trial and the tourney coming to its end with River being declared the victor.
I raise the arm wrestling arm up. Congratulations to River. You get one favour that will be deemed appropriate by the competition judge, which is of course myself. Yeah, congratulations. I go to shake River's hand.
Yeah,
She
it
takes it back. There's no animosity.
takes you both a couple of times, being that you're both off your tits currently. But yeah, you shake hands, and all of you fall into a drunken merriment and stupor throughout the rest of the day. Some of you sleeping a lot more than others. And we're going to take our break there before we come back and see what everyone got up to on their downtime.
Just for the record, Poirot's pretty open if anyone approaches
Wants
her.
to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
The hour passes, you see as the boobs.
Fuck! That's not while lasted.
Cool. Well done, River. We'll be back with you guys shortly. Stay tuned. We'll still be hanging around in chat, and we'll see you in a little bit.
See you in a bit.
Thanks, guys. See you in a bit.
Oh, we're gonna go so AFK, you won't even believe it.
Wait, Tom, why do you have a gun?
Now. We're here.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Oh, hi!
Hello. I love how you went from 1 to 1.5 and then down to 0.
It was 1, 1.5, 0 and a bit 0.
Nice. So, after docking up in Tortuga and kicking off their downtime with Garv's big, terrible, fun, great trial and tournament, River came out on top, winning a favour from Garv to be determined at some point in the future.
It's a good prize.
At this point, we see as the group
excellent prize.
starts splitting off in various directions to go and do various downtime activities. First of all, I know staying in Tortuga at least for a little bit to find, hopefully, some rumours about his father. Fuaro.
That's me.
As you search for rumours, how would you like to go about this? You're in the city of Tortuga. There's pirates just all over the place. You know that rumours are going to travel quite fast here. You imagine it'll be quite easy to pick up any rumours.
Cool.
here.
Just in taverns, buying people drinks who look like they're the seafaring sort. Just smooth talking wherever I can, persuading people to
So go ahead and make a persuasion check as you are schmoozing your way through, and we'll make one for each city you stop off in.
Cool, sweet. And then I'll just basically, knowing everyone's plans, I assume we'll have talked about it, I will just plan the route where I can go to the most ports.
Okay.
And end up in Prangos. In Tortuga, persuasion is an 18.
18. So yeah, you get quite a few people talking here. Again, it's easy, especially with the promise of drink, it's even easier. You get a couple of people talking, and you do hear a few rumours. You hear that you think he was headed, last seen fairly recently, like maybe about a month ago, if that, headed south. And apparently he has also started captaining a new ship. But again, these are two rumours that come from two different sources. I will say with all of these, you're not sure if they're true or not.
Cool.
Some might be, some might not be.
Got it.
But yeah, you kind of spend some time in and around the bars, kind of talking, schmoozing, learn a couple of tidbits, and yeah, it's kind of nice just to breathe in the life of Tortuga once more. During this time as well, with some business in Tortuga River, you started up your exorcism business, and you managed to get a slight bite by a woman by the name of Shana, I believe I sent to you.
Yeah, that was right, yeah.
Yeah, she's told you, come to you, that her husband's been acting really off, very apathetic, almost emotionless in places. It's not like him, and it happened ever since he went out to a graveyard, kind of on the cusp of where Tortuga ends and the Demon Wood begins. And he did it for riches, he brought back a few things, and it's just not been feeling right. So
If I'm around, River, if I haven't left yet, I'll happily help you out if you want it.
is there anyone you'd like to bring with you on this?
Yeah, same as
it's an open offer to the party, I would say.
I think we talked about I'd be happy to come with you.
It'd be
doing
around this
exorcisms
time as well
so-
that I imagine you guys go to Nargan.
Cool. I was just going to
Slash
message you
Leicester.
actually.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the big star that fell in Tortuga.
Yes, the comments.
Is that going to be something that would take me a long time to sort of check out?
We'd have to find it as
It's
well.
a couple days walk and you'd have to climb a bit of a mountain.
Yeah, I'll just leave. I'll put a pin in it. I'm so excited about that, but also I want to make
Yeah, it is also through the Demon Wood, which, as you can imagine, is a wood infested with demons.
I would really like to go there at some point, everyone, but I don't want
As
to
would
go
I,
on my own.
actually.
Oh, perhaps when we're done with this downtime.
Give us something to do.
Would be good. Possibly, yeah. Cool. So yeah, who would you?
Don't like that. Possibly.
Who would you bring along with you? So who's?
I
first of all, I guess
bring them.
who would head to Nargan?
I'm going to
We're
Nargan.
going to Nargan.
I would come with
I'm
him.
also going to Nargan.
Cool. So that's you four, and that leaves River and them.
I leave River and them. I leave you in your safe hands, the swag ship.
Oh, okay.
So you have transport, and in hopes you'll get to Prangos before that. If you do, sell it as best price as you can.
What's in Nargan, just to remind me?
Mercenary camps.
It's where the Moon Boys were, all that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go there.
Cool.
That's fine.
So you go to this house late one night. We cut into a night on Tortuga. One of the unbroken, quite a rare sight in Tortuga, street lamps is lit. The oil lamp that kind of gives off this nice warm glow. And underneath it, in long trench coat and wide brimmed hat, we see our feline friends stood silhouetted against the night. As our other member of Team Scary, currently separated, joins alongside, stepping out of the shadows. You're there. You're at the abode that Shana told you to meet her at.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up and kind of give a rap on the door, but I love it, Annie. Inspiration. Team Garv.
Amazing.
You go and you see as she feverishly answers the door. It's a human woman. You see as she looks a bit restless, bags under her eyes. Can you still hear me, Kane?
Oh yes.
There we go.
Is that James Bay?
He can't put his headphones on with the hat.
It kind of has to sit on top.
Love it.
Pretend that worked.
You see as she answers the door and says, "Oh, thank you so much for coming. Thank you. He's through here. Come." And she quickly begins ushering you through the ground floor of a house and into a.
I'll use divine sense as soon as I get in. Like I do it. She does a really dramatic pause at the door, like they do in horror movies, and like just a, and then does divine sense.
Nice. You can certainly feel some form of, you're not sure what, something in the other room, some kind of undead you can feel, but a very faint trace of it. You walk through and are led into a ground floor bedroom that currently has flowers kind of decorated around it for this nice smelling environment. You see a plate of half-eaten food to one side by this old rickety bed. You can see it's definitely a poor way of living, as most of the people in Tortuga are, but they're definitely getting by. On the bed, you can see shirtless and dripping in sweat a half-orc man, apparently the partner to this woman who answered the door to you. And he's currently just kind of like, every now and again he'll let out a sigh or a moan and kind of like move in place. You can see this kind of dull grey, almost like a tiara or circlet off to one side of the bed.
Okay.
She said, there he is. That's the thing he brought back. He's just not been himself ever since. He's barely conscious. I've completely changed this woman's voice. That's how much it's horrifying me. And he's just, when he is awake, he's apathetic. He doesn't care. He's not the man that I fell in love with. Can you do anything?
I can certainly try.
Nice.
That's the D&D thing.
That was a nice moment. Cool. I'm going to walk over and do an Arcana check on the thing that he brought back with him.
Cool. I love that. Can you help? Maybe. Nice. Sick one.
I'll do a straight Arcana check on that, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. That's a 14.
Doesn't seem to be innately magical. You don't see any runes of arcane magic that's been put on it, but it's definitely funky. Your paladin kind of sense is kind of tingling near this crown/tiara.
Okay. Cool. So before, Dan, I knew that this guy was possessed, so I did ceremony on him. Do I know of any side effects if I just start exercising a dude that doesn't have a demon in him?
Make a religion check for me.
No, I'm not actually very good at that.
I am. If that helps.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Can I make the religion check for you? Amazing.
Yeah, thank you. That's the paladin.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, do I use inspiration?
Wait, how bad is it?
It's like a 10 bad.
Oh, that's actually worse than mine.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to use my inspiration actually.
Fine, it's your first job. You can't be great every time.
It's a 12.
Nice.
Annie.
Nice, and River got an 11. So you both think that if done correctly, it shouldn't harm him too much. Demons are pretty darn powerful. And this guy, he doesn't seem to be showing the same symptoms as Iqlal did, but you're not quite sure what might be wrong with him.
Okay. I haven't prepped for this as much as I thought I might have done. Last time it was relatively straightforward.
Any other prep you'd
Can
like
I
to
do
do?
another divine sense just to see if there's anything fiendish about his presence?
The main source of undeath is definitely coming from him. You can see he's not undead. He's still very much a living half-orc man. But you get a presence of undeath coming from him, and a very slight trace of it coming from the tiara.
Okay, right, that's enough. I'm convinced. Nemi, happy to go ahead with the ritual?
Go ahead.
Cool.
I love this duo.
So unnecessarily dramatic. Okay, super. In that case, I'm going to start ritually casting ceremony. Black robe. She's not dressed like this, just to be clear. Black robes, black hat.
I love it. Cool, so you begin channeling this ceremony, this exorcism, beckoning to the god Saloon to pull whatever spirit is in this man. Could you go ahead and just make a check with your charisma modifier added on, please?
Yeah. Luckily, I'm pretty good at that. Oh! I'm going to hold it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice! So, being that you've dealt with a much bigger exorcism than this, you begin doing it, and you see as the room immediately just turns dark, and as you raise your hand after using the material components, kind of the salts and incenses, You see as this man's back kind of arches over the bed, being held aloft by some supernatural power. You see as the flames flicker and then go out before this moonlight suddenly cascades across the room, being channeled through you. You are this source of holy light within this chamber. You see as his face goes back into a silent scream and moan as another one comes up out of it. A spectral face, an unhumanoid face. You see as the shadows in the room all begin to disappear and coalesce into this form that's raising above him. And you see as a tether of shadow links to this gentleman on the bed, as well as a smaller one to the tiara on the nightstand. You see as all the flowers that have been placed around the room for nice and sweet scents immediately wilt and die in their place, as you see as a wraith gets up from him and begins hovering in the room. With the force of you just tearing this thing from the body, you see that it took some damage and didn't come out as cleanly as it would have liked to. You see as it's essentially forced out of this cage, this prison that it made, this, I guess, voluntary prison it made for itself in this guy's mind. It hovers above the bed and looks down at you. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Cool, will do.
Yes.
I'm really glad you're here, by the way.
I assume I'm here. I'm here too. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh.
Cool. Nem.
Oh. It's a 3.
Oh.
What's your dex mod?
Oh no!
What's my dex mod? It is +1.
Cool. This thing's going before you. River.
That's a 9.
Nice. So up first, River. You see as this thing begins hovering, you see as the woman Shana just like screams and kind of like goes off to one side, still in the room. This thing is just in front of you.
Okay, cool. Give me 1 second. I was trying to find something.
Exorcism spoon thing or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna.
I heard that.
I'm gonna cast. Oh god, what's it called? Oh no, I can't remember any of my own stuff. It's the Valve Empty one, the one where I get advantage on.
Yep, so that's the bonus action Valve Empty.
Yeah, cool. And then I'm just going to grab my rapiers and go in for the usual double attack.
Going for the double attack.
Cool. And wait, let me roll for it first. So I have advantage on those attacks, right?
Yep. You'll land this double attack.
Oh, it's good. It's a 22.
22, yeah, that hits.
Never mark your calendar, so we'll even
mention
going
24.
into the kill.
Yeah, still hits.
Good. Cool. I am going to use my divine smite on
Got an
that.
album on the way.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Which brings it up to 4-3.
You divine smite in this ghost?
Yeah, man. Of course.
The smite is divine.
That's a tight move.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's 17. That's 21 points of damage there.
A twenner.
As you just shove the first rapier forward, you see as the moonlight kind of coalesces down your body, down your arm, and into this rapier before you stab through this wraith. The light from the inside begins to burn it, and you see this thing already is not looking good.
Did you roll your extra d8 as it is an undead or fiend?
I did not. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome. I played a paladin for a long old while.
It's a whopping 4 extra points of damage.
Nice, it all counts.
Cool.
You got your attack. Yeah, of course.
Cool. I'll just make another one of those. See if I got advantage on it. It's a nat 20.
Kill him. This battle can be over quick.
How'd you kill this thing?
Sorry.
No, it's fine, man.
Do I use a divine smite on that? Just might as well get rid of it.
Yeah,
might as well.
Insult to injury.
Smite that sucker.
Alright, cool. Just roll those 48 damage, hey?
48 damage?
So 48, my love.
I know.
I'm rolling 48 damage. What do I get?
That's a really bad roll, but it's fine. 15, plus I get the 8 on top of that. 23, plus the 4. 27 points of damage.
Nice, dog.
Dang.
Or cat, I should say.
This thing, is immediately not looking good. You see this thing is already on death's door after you just do these 2 huge hits. You see as Shana kind of has kind of life put into her eyes, kind of seeing you wielding these 2 rapiers and swiping through. That brings us to the Wraith. He's got a choice to make.
He can either take the million.
Haven't we all?
He's going to keep the big bank. You
Risk
see
it all for the bonus box.
The bonus box?
So he gets...
The box! The box!
You see as he looks down towards the man in the bed, you see as these two spectral hands move in front of the guy's face and just sap the life from him. You see as the skin goes taut against the skull, and this man's life expires. You see as Shana lets out a scream as her hand kind of like extends out to it, and the wraith gains some hit points from that.
No.
That's a rich.
As it
That's
siphons
so sad.
its life.
Big
Well, that
bitch.
thing sucks.
Fucked up your first exorcism by just killing the guy. I don't think you get paid for that.
It then
Hey, we didn't kill him.
goes and sinks into the bed. You do get an attack opportunity as it is going to use its incorporeal movement.
I do have that, but I can also. Would that trigger a reaction?
Yes.
Can I use that reaction, my good man? Because I have martial casting
Yes.
to cast a spell.
Yes, that's the same as Warcaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then yeah, totally.
Can that spell? Is this guy dead? Like, would I know at this stage if I were to heal him, what that would do?
You can tell that his life has just been sapped. He is dead.
Alright, fine. Alright, yeah.
That's fucking
Well,
such a
Yeah,
rich.
that really sucks.
Have you got Revivify? We don't have that
no.
yet.
Not until like 14th level.
The only thing I've got, Dan, that I could even do at this stage, because all my spells basically like hit and stuff, is try a command on it.
Yeah. What'd you try?
Halt. No. Yeah, halt.
Cool.
Got maybe a wisdom save, DC 15.
He fails. You see, as he gets a bit of cover because he's halfway through the bed when he stops, but he just stops there. Up next is Nem.
Hello. I'll just try a couple of Eldritch Blasts on him, to be honest.
Nice. So yeah, he does have
I
partial.
shall.
He does have partial cover, but yeah, go for it.
In the bed. It's not ideal, really. It's a 14 and a 12.
They both miss, unfortunately. The 14 hitting into the bed and kind of like making it creak and crack a little bit more, and the other one just missing and hitting against the wall.
That's so annoying, because that's at like such close proximity as well.
Up next is Shana, who's going to disengage and run out of the room. Back up to River.
Yeah.
Slice
me, is it?
and learn
Yep.
how to slice others.
I'm going to give it an old slicey slice, my friend.
Nice. Go for it.
Slicey slice in the funky bunch. That didn't make sense. You shouldn't have laughed.
No,
You're wrong to
I
laugh!
laughed because it was weird.
that was a legendary, whatever 18 plus 7 is, 25.
Nice, yeah.
He'd
That hits.
slice you.
Cool. I'm going to use my
how to slice
last
others.
first level spell slot on a Divine Smite, I think.
Excellent.
Wait, no, I've got second level spell slots. What am I talking about?
Slice him, boy.
Yeah, yes. son of a gun.
Shit from his ass.
Oh, with a 10, 17, 23, plus 4. 27 points of damage.
How'd you finish this thing?
Hey!
She doesn't even like think about it. She's already turning to apologise to the woman who's leaving, as she just like with her hand just like stabs it in the neck, and turns around, not paying it any attention, and already the words coming out her mouth. I'm so sorry about your husband.
You see, as the wraith dissipates it, the energy scatters, and you see as the tiara goes from a dull grey metal to this nice kind of silvery metal, showing some transition has taken place. You see as Shana is speechless. She says, "Hey, you tried your best. He was a fool, but he got himself into this by taking that cursed crown from that grave." Then you see as she cries and begins kind of leans in.
Really struggles to look sympathetic because she definitely agrees he's an idiot.
Yeah.
He took it from a cursed grave, yeah.
That's definitely his bad.
Can them
look at this
take the
grave
woman's
tiara.
hand
Yeah.
and just say, "Come over here, madam," and she's gonna use her Chronicle of the Raven Queen to the Book of the Raven Queen, sorry, to put her hand on this guy's. No, wait, I've got a book, and I put the guy's hand on the book, and I'm gonna ask him a question. Is that cool?
Yeah, what'd you ask him?
Amazing. I say, what would you like to tell your wife before you go to the afterlife?
You see as you close the hand, you feel the effect taking place, and as you remove it, again the arm is just neatly severed where the hand was inside the book, and you see on its pages is a rather touching message of, "I'm sorry, Shana, I was such a fool and an idiot and never deserved someone as nice as you. Please forgive me for this discrepancy. I love you.
Sign the box.
Aww.
Got him.
I was half expecting
That
them.
will be 3,000 gold, please.
No, I was half expecting, like, come with me, let you show me something, and then just casting a horrendous spell. Okay, she's dead too. Ransack the place.
Vine chatter.
Take everything.
Well, I'd ask that you... We don't have much, but at least the trinkets he brought back, not all of them were
Cursed.
like that. Please. I don't want them in this house anymore.
I can't pay you, but have this cursed item.
Not cursed anymore.
This was a waste of my time. No,
Kill her, take everything she has.
So she gives you the nice
Then
crown,
it's like, River, you said we would get paid.
as well as a collection of other bits of jewellery that equate to a worth of around 600 gold.
payment. River doesn't yet know if they're cursed and can't be bothered to check, so she just wraps them in one of her old shirts when she gets them.
Nice.
That's a pro move.
Over the next day or so, when you're like trying to find out if they're cursed or not, you're pretty sure they're all genuine items. None of them are cursed. They're all just kind of rather nice valuables, and yeah, you and them make a total of 600 gold between you.
Nice. 50-50 split?
I would say so. Although you did most of the work.
That's fine.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
glad you
building a
said that.
brand, so...
My business is word of mouth.
With that, we
River's Instagram page.
cut to Sea
Just
Ray.
an awful selfie of you with the thing behind you killing the husband.
It's me, rapier through a wraith's neck, and a dead guy beneath my feet.
Lol, first job.
Explaining that to
And
the
then
artist
cutting
how to
off the
paint the
guy's hand in
selfie.
a book.
So, we hop over to Sea Razor as it just docks up in Nargan. The two assassins the two clowns would be with you at this point, and they would humbly request that they go and check in with the monarchy.
You'll be, you do. How long are we staying?
I need like 5 minutes.
5 minutes for Gav. Scythus, how long do you want to be here?
Well, sometime between now and as long as it takes me to work out how to do a thing.
Nice and specific.
Yeah, no, I like. That's what I like. I only like an evening. I know you want to get on, Musty.
Oh, I can stick around for a little while.
Oh, I could do an evening. Like once I'm done with my thing, I could come back and meet you somewhere.
Yes, let's have a chill night. If you need any help, Scythus, let us know.
Yeah, could I borrow you when you're... Well, can I help you with your thing that's going to take you 5 minutes, and then could I borrow you?
It's kind of a personal thing between me and Mastella, but after that I'm free to give you a hand.
You know, that's fine. It's me who offered, but don't worry about it. I only want the help.
Well, I mean...
Anyway, I've got to go. See you guys later.
Yeah, see you later.
It's just less Scythus and Fuari standing there. So are you off then? I guess I'll see you later.
Mastella.
Well, Guado, if you want to help, I'm not going to turn it down. It was just, I'd already previously spoken to Garv about what it was I needed to do. I didn't want to involve too many people.
I'm just here to listen to some people, find some rumours. I'm very free if you need me.
Oh, what rumours are you looking for?
Trying to find out where a certain sailor may have gone. He's
in Reef.
What?
He's in Reef.
Who?
I don't know, I was trying to help.
Oh.
Inspiration.
Yeah. Fuck me, did I have a heart attack there, you son of a bitch.
He's known the whole time.
Fucking well done.
Oh yeah, he trained me.
Big pelican guy, yeah?
No, I don't.
Nice.
I know he didn't like being underwater too much. You know, I'm trying to find out anything about him.
Oh, fair enough. I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Go for it. Yeah, big pelican lad.
So,
Tough as nails.
I
Hearty.
just about remember what those are.
if you'd like to go ahead and make your check to see what rumours you pick up.
Yeah, the persuasion again, if that's okay with you.
Darn.
Nat fail. No one wants to chat with me here. I've had a lot of Nat fails today.
Through here, you just don't get
This
any.
is RP stuff.
Yeah.
No one seems to have heard of him, let alone they kind of confuse him with you for a bit, and they're like, "Oh, I thought that was you." And it's
I'm for a while ago.
It's a very confusing.
Future playmaking. How can you confuse me with people? I mean, not future, but don't tell any. No, quiet. Fuck it, and just stab them and leave.
I'm looking for rumours on a big pelican. Yeah, last I heard he was doing jobs for Black. But
No, I wasn't. He had something over me. Go back to the shit.
So, Garv and Mostella, you begin walking your way through the streets.
As requested, did you take the identify spell? Would you have swapped that out?
oh yeah, sorry, Tom forgot. Mostella would have done.
I just, as we're walking over, like, I'm sorry to like bust this on you last minute, but like, I could use. You're quite smart, right? I
Yes.
think like you're smart.
I think so. I know a lot about some things. I suppose.
You got like magical like ways of looking at things, right?
Yes.
You just like have a look at this. Don't worry about what it says or anything, but just like have a look at this and make sure there's no like secret clauses or anything on it.
Which side do I need to read?
You don't really need to
You
read
just
it.
need to
You just need to cast identify on it.
So you know that this is a magically binding contract.
Hey, I said don't read it.
You know that it's between Garv and Serious, as well as the leader of the cult of the Kiss. The succubus you met when you came here last.
Yeah.
You know that it binds both of them, that if either of them do not uphold their ends of the contract, the soul is forfeit to the other. And you know that indeed, should Garv choose to activate any of the clauses that are on there, they would indeed manifest. There doesn't seem to be any secrets to it. That is indeed the contract you have been given.
Anything?
Mostella can read fast. I can't, and I'm not going to read all of this now. But Elliot, can I keep this so that I can read it?
Sure. I'll snatch it back after like a few
Yeah.
moments. Okay, all good, and I'll start walking towards the cult of the kiss.
Cool. So as you both enter into the tent.
Before I go into the tent, I like shout. Cult of the kiss.
You see some of the orcs kind of nearby, kind of in these kind of reddish robes, kind of messed matte hair, kind of. Yeah, what do you want?
I've got a contract here, and I'll present it
Yeah.
with your mistress. I'd like her to turn off her sex ray before I go in there, because like I want to be with my wits about me, and I don't want to like
Right.
feel weird when I'm in there.
Let me see. He walks in. A couple minutes pass. Walks out. Kind of. Yeah, go on in. She wants expecting you.
Nice, and I'll pop on in.
Cool. You both walk in, and the air doesn't smell as sweet in here. It doesn't smell very nice at all, actually, as you come in. And yeah, no effect seems to take over your mind. You see as she looks towards you and says, "Ah, sight for her sore eyes." You see as she currently sat naked at an armoire, kind of on one side. Kind of you see her back as she looks back at you. She puts on this kind of like nightgown, wraps it around herself, kind of ties her hair up. You see as the tail kind of whips out from behind her and her wings kind of flex in, kind of cocooning her almost.
It's 2 in the afternoon.
Then
Why are you wearing a night robe?
stands up. Might be nocturnal. So,
Good eatings.
you're back here. I assume it's for a reason. Are you looking to hire men or something?
You know what I'm here for.
Indeed.
And I'll tap
You
like
sure?
a.
She looks at Mostella. Are you sure the little one is?
He actually was a means.
Hello again.
He was actually a means to an end, so I figured it was
Oh.
only right to bring him here. I've got the souls.
50 souls.
I've got 50 souls. Just to make sure, like nothing weird's gonna happen, right? Like I'm not gonna grow horns or like I don't know, look like a devil or anything like that. That would ruin my reputation.
I
so
promise you, you will not look like a devil. That's no.
Good to know.
It takes a lot more to look like a devil, and to be honest, you may be going there after you die anyway, from the deeds I've heard that you've committed.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about going to hell. Like that's a sure deal probably at this stage. Unless Fulmar takes me into his blessed arms.
Right.
But any case, yeah,
Souls?
yeah, okay. I've been holding on to these for quite a while. There you go. Come on, not looking. There you go.
You see as Garv pulls out that soul gem you got from the Midas barracks place, the deadly place, slaps it in her hand. You see she looks at it, kind of examines it and says, Very good, very good. Okay. She goes over to
Precious souls you'll find this side of Tortuga.
She goes over to her armoire, kind of places it on there and goes, right. You've upheld your end, I'll uphold mine. Can I have the contract?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, you just want the strength one, yeah?
There was nothing on there that was in any way bad. I would have explained. No, okay.
Well, if, little fella, if you'd like to stand back, if you would like to lay down on the centre on those cushions for me.
Okay. I'll lay down. Oh, I'll take the micro pig out of the pocket.
Nice.
Like, I'm gonna still hold this.
It's a regular thing.
Clothes off.
Easy. Whip them off.
Nice. Right. You see as she...
I'm so familiar with seeing Garv's dick, which is bigger than me as a person now.
You see as the lights in the tent all dim into this sultry red as she walks around and circles you as you're laid on your back on this tent until she very slowly puts one leg over and begins to straddle you as she sits...
I wish you'd been around in Tortuga.
As she sits on your abdomen here. You see as she leans down over you, kind of puts her hands out, stretching across both your arms, and she begins to guide them upwards and above you.
This hole is fine.
She leans in close and bites onto your ear.
Dude, we are in quarantine. You ain't allowed to
enough
do this.
enough to draw a little bit of blood as you feel it kind of run down, kind of flinch a little bit. As she moves
Suppress
her
rage.
hands up, you feel the cushions of your cushions as your hands kind of push through and give way to metal as two manacles are locked in around your arms. She says, she kind of sits up, kind of still on you, says, "You do trust me, right? Your soul is mine, if not.
No.
I mean, my soul is yours if I fuck this up."
Sure. Why not?
You see as she takes some of the
I can
blood
use
from
soul.
where she bit your ear, kind of tastes it, and you see as she begins uttering this speech, this dark incantation, and you see as Garv's body seems to have these red lines, magical lines, begin to appear over them. She does this, and you feel as your blood just begins pumping and pumping. Like when you go into a rage, but different. It's not connected to Fulmar, this adrenaline. It's something else. You see as she stands up, and you watch as in an instant, Garv just flexes against these chains almost as this pain shoots through your entire body. You feel as your muscles begin to rapidly expand, unnaturally, and it hurts. It really hurts. You find yourself trying to snap into a rage to lessen the pain, but your mind just can't go there, and this racks your entire body. You see as where the magical lines are, they sink into the skin and go dull. And there's a brief pause, a brief respite as she says, "Get ready to tense again, it'll hurt." She
that wasn't it.
clenches her hand, and you see as where the red lines were, as Garv's muscles just break through the skin. You see as they tearing through the flesh of your old tattoos, leaving gaps now across your entire body, as the skin simply cannot contain the muscle that is underneath. You see as his muscles grow, and he stretches and screams, and you see as everything comes to a crescendo before the body just slams onto the ground again. You see she walks over very slowly, one leg in front of the other, leans down, undoes the manacles. You kind of feel exhausted from this process, but as you stand up, you feel stronger. You look at your body and you can see where these red lines have cut through the tattoo, and it looks more like a scar, but they're big, thick, winding scars that seem to go over all of your body currently.
Nice.
You see as she says, "Well, pull through." You see she raises the contract, and it kind of glows a brief red, and then it just bursts into flame, being completed. "Well, it's certainly good doing business with you. That's tired me out some. You seem to be doing all right."
Yeah, I'm fine. Just great. No worries. Don't worry about me. I'm all good. Must still help.
Ever need another arrangement?
Oh yeah, no, totally be in contact.
Happy to.
Oh, yeah, let's go get a drink sometime, maybe.
Maybe. I have some business to attend to. These souls should go quite a decent way, so thank you very much.
Yeah, no, let me know what you get up to with those, or don't. Up to you.
Yes, you go take a night off. Well done.
Yeah,
She kind of like rubs the side of your arm, and it hurts a bit because it gets a bit of the like fresh wound.
Don't.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, that hurts quite a lot, actually. You did that.
I'll
I'll like help you up to your feet, I guess.
I'll be turning on my sex ray in a...
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I don't know what it's called.
You see she kind of like sits down at the armoire again, kind of looks at the gem, begins examining it. Your strength goes up enough to get you to the next modifier, whatever
Cool.
that should be.
That'll be 20.
Indeed. As you see just this whole horrific process as Garv has now completed this supposed secret contract.
I'm gonna walk out with Garv when you can walk.
Oh yeah, how are you doing, Mastella?
And just like have a long, prolonged silence where nothing happens. And then I think Marcelo just goes, well, I got to say that was a lot less evil than I thought it was going to be, you know. When you told me that we were going to find out something secret that I couldn't say about, I thought the souls were going to be, I don't know, tortured forever or something horrible would happen. But you know, you were just giving them away.
Oh yeah, no, it just wanted like extra strength and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, completely comprehensible. It makes sense, you know. It's absolutely fine. And who cares what they do with them now? We don't have to know. The less we know, the better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get like 8 drinks.
Yes, that's okay. You should have said I would have brought some. I didn't know it would be.
I didn't know really what would happen either.
Hey, nice one, big guy, and I'm gonna like give you a couple of pummels to the leg, just completely floor you. Be like, it's the only time I'll ever be able to.
As you like connect, he does feel like there's more muscle there, but yeah, the fresh wound, it hurts like fuck.
Yeah, that's really funny, Mastella. Oh yeah. Big laugh, I kick him as hard as I can.
Make a strength check, I guess.
24.
You kind of...
I run after him like...
Cypress and Flora are just like, there they are. So yeah, you see as eventually these two come back into the bar, Garv with some fresh scars upon his person.
Cool. Fawaro has, in the attempts to getting these rumours, he sees them all coming like, oh, hey, you two, come. Garv, you sit here. I've got us a nice table. Mastella, come with me.
Okay.
Okay. Glad you just skimmed over me. No worries.
I'll be back with you. Hang on. And I like hand on your shoulder. I lead you up like this is a lovely lady called Priscilla. And you just see this halfling there. Like she told me a lot of good stories, and I told her I'd introduce you to her in return. So you have a seat here. Here's a drink for both of you. I'm gonna go hang out with Garv. Have a good night. Then I'll walk away.
Sure. Put up on this date with this lady who knew nothing about Fawaro's father, but wanted to get a date with a nice young halfling.
Hey, Fawaro, how's it going?
Is she my age?
No, she's like triple your age.
Yeah, Mastella would finish the drink swiftly and then go back to the boat.
Cool. Nice. You can do so.
It wasn't worth it.
No.
But you know, it is now. I've seen this. What's happened to you? You seem fun.
Oh, I got like attacked in the streets.
Oh.
I fended it off, no worries.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Is
no.
Mastella okay?
No.
I've done that.
If anything, I feel better. I feel stronger.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm happy for you.
I'm feeling good, Fawaro.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Me too.
You need
Do you need
know
anything?
anything?
Can we help?
No, I'm good. Just like
A lozenge?
Another
May help?
Another 7 drinks would be great.
I can sort out a couple of them.
I just like slam 100 gold on the table. Just keep them coming.
Okay, there we go.
That will certainly get you more than 7 for the night. So, Scythus.
Can I? Okay. Being a new addition to the thing, being the set, like seeing that, I take like, I'll get the drinks, Garv. Don't worry about it. And I got to the bar, and I put it down. And said like, hey, put this on the tab. Anyone who can give any rumours about a certain captain, who I've already spoken to you about, send them my way. They can get a drink on the tab.
Cool. Sounds good. I'll keep that in mind.
Garv's just like face down in the tankard of ale.
Yep, that's why I feel not dead asking that.
So, Scythus, what would you like to do in Nalgan?
Nice. So, I have completely forgotten her name and don't have my book in Watford with me. So,
Battlemaster Gale.
Taskmaster Gale, did you say?
Battlemaster Gale.
Battlemaster, that's even better than Taskmaster.
Is it?
No.
No.
So I'm going to find, I'm going to walk past her house just for once and I want to see if there's like a tree line, if it's just a road, if it's just a big old house on a cliff, like what's the surrounding area for her
So what we'll do is we'll do this as like a couple of as like a skill challenge essentially. So if you want to run me through like what you're going to do to stake out the place, we'll do a couple of checks and then I'll let you know what you find out about her routine, the place she lives, etc.
Yeah. So my plan is to spend most of my time that I can in animal form once I've sort of scouted the best places, just to have a look at like her residence, see what time she normally comes in and what time she normally goes out. If she does go out, then try and follow close enough behind that I can keep an eye on where she goes and what she does.
Cool. So yeah, I'd say go ahead and make a perception check and an investigation check, and an insight check, and this will cover you like staking out her place, I guess.
Nice one. And it would be a different animal every time, so she didn't get suspicious of, oh hey, that weird blue dog is just following me all the time. Nice. So sorry, what were those checks?
Perception, investigation, and insight.
Perception first. 17 for perception.
Nice.
Investigation 12. Insight is 4. 19.
Nice. So over the evening or the next couple of hours of you staking out her place, or even the next like morning as well, you learn that she does seem to be a woman of routine, although it does get broken every now and again. You see that she has a pretty well guarded house. It's kept on top of the hill, kind of that Nargan kind of leads up to. It's a stone building of 2 floors with windows on both floors and a front and back entrance. You know that she lives somewhere on the northern side on the top floor. That's like her room. You would see her maybe through the window as she kind of like prepares like her gear. You see that she's got like an armor stand as well as a weapon rack kind of right next to her bed. You see there's a lot of militaristic iconography here, as well as a small...
Does she ever put the sword on that weapon rack?
You would see throughout the day that she... she does keep it with her at all times by the looks of it. She trains with it at night in her room, and then you would see that her bedtime routine is she'd come into the room, take off her armor, train with the sword for about an hour or so, meditate with it for a further hour, and then she puts it on the weapon rack, which is about a couple of inches, if not like a couple of feet away from her bed.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, did you want Garv's help with anything as well?
Yes, but I need us to stay here one more day.
One day more.
I mean, I have nothing to do until
that's
like anywhere we go. So I'm happy to wait around.
I've done my one thing I was going to do in downtime, so I'm good. So yeah, I'm happy to stay.
Mostella wants to piss off ASAP, so I might just charter a boat to take me to Oysterhome myself.
Yeah, you can do that this way.
If you want to wait a day, we can take you.
I don't.
Alright.
How far behind everyone else are me and Ned, by the way? If we were heading in the same direction.
Time is a construct, and it doesn't matter in this particular session. I don't know.
Great.
Way to handle that.
Nice. Right, so on the second night, so basically I'm trying to steal a sword, and if this goes wrong, then the battle master's probably going to try and kill me, which would result in my death.
Are you telling this to both? Are you telling this to both Garvin and Fwara, or just Garv?
Oh, Garvin, Fwara wants to help.
Yeah, about. Sounds good. I like a good heist.
Oh yeah, I could use a heist.
If it goes well, I'm going to fuck off to Reef for however long it takes me to get there and do shit. If it doesn't go well, I need you to run into this house and save my life.
Pretty bog standard. I'm game.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty usual heist scenario.
This is what they call in some towns a Garv and Fwara special. Except it's usually me begging for help.
I take the bandit mask that Mostella gave me and I pull it over my face like, this did come in handy.
Dan, is it possible to get close to her, like the building where like she is? Just
If you
like,
would, if
get
anyone was
within
to,
30 feet of the room, basically.
not in your regular form, but if you were to wild shape, you could certainly get there as like a bird or an insect or something quite easily.
As a note, Cyrus, I'm about as stealthy as a creature can get. Feel free to employ that as you will.
How are you going to get to Reef?
He's got a.
Oh, I got it.
He's got this
I've
fish
got
ring.
ways. I nearly took water in there once. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was fine. So
Thank God.
my only concern is that her room would be magically trapped to let her know that anyone was coming in. So would I? Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. At night, is her bedroom window open? Is it a bit warm around Narvin, or is it a chilly one?
You know what? I'm going to do a weather roll to see what it is.
What time of year is it roughly?
Mars.
It's early. It's like spring.
It's only summer and winter in this world.
Oh, so it is. It's been summer forever. I forgot.
And yeah, it's pretty hot this night, so I will say that her window is cracked a bit.
Amazing.
Cyrus,
right.
I'm no expert in magic, but like I know there are some things that can turn people into other states of matter, like liquid and gases. Do you have a spell like that?
Well, that would be a bloody good thing to think of. Let me see if I've got that.
Could turn you into a gas and put you in a bottle.
I meant like we could like blow him through the window. Like,
That works too. Just think,
Um,
put you in a bottle, keep you honest, then chuck it,
Cyrus
it smashes
grenade.
out you come. I was thinking a Garv grenade. That's a lot more deadly.
There are some
that's great.
druids that can cast that particular spell, but unfortunately it's not one that I am capable of.
Right.
Not in my circle, as it were. So plan A, I guess, is I'm now going to turn into a spider and start crawling up the wall into her room.
are you an itsy bitsy spider?
I am an itsy bitsy spider.
Make a stealth at
I'm not going to be
advantage.
back for a while.
When you do come back.
Okay.
Do you know how long you'll be? Because I was going to hop to you after, but I can hop someone else.
I'll stick around.
Are you gonna go boop?
I was going to go boot my pants, yeah.
Cool. So yeah, what did you get? Stealth.
I'm gonna go pee then quickly.
I'll be back very
18 on. No, it's not. Spider stealth is +4, so that's a dirty 20.
Nice. So yeah, you
Filthy!
quite easily manage to just climb up the back wall into the room. As you cross the threshold of the room, you feel
Yeah.
a presence try to get into your mind but fails because you've got a new ring.
Hell yeah, I do.
Would you like to allow it in, or will you keep it at bay?
I am keeping that at bay. That's not allowed here.
Cool.
Any sign that she's woken up?
You see as she like rolls over and fidgets in bed. You think that something clearly just disturbed her, but you're not sure what. But she's only just like rolled over and fidgeted a bit.
Cool. I'm gonna creep through the window and then just roll up to a corner of the room.
Yep.
And just stay there. I'll give it a minute, see if she moves. Give it another minute, see if she moves. I've got I think 3 hours of this, so I can just wait until I hear snoring.
You see as it doesn't take long. It takes maybe about 30 seconds as she then kind of like comes to, fidgets, kind of sits up in bed. You see she rubs her eyes and she goes, What is it? Sits up and goes, huh? No, I don't see anyone. Where? In the corner, are you sure? You feel as again this voice tries to press its way into your mind. Assuming you still, just you're crazy, but she's fine. You see, she kind of like swivels herself to the side of her bed, rubs her eyes again. She lazily kind of grabs the sword and kind of brings this pitch black blade out. This large adachi.
Oh no.
She kind of like walks over to the corner, kind of looks around. What'd you get on your stealth? It was 18.
30-20.
30-20, sick. You see as she looks around, she does indeed see a spider, and you see as she kind of like, her shoulders like slump as she lets out a breath and goes, it's just a spider, you You wake me up for this. Ugh. Lazily walks back over to the bed, sheathes the sword, places it on the weapon rack, and climbs back in.
Is she in bed with the dwarf?
After
was the captain of our previous
No,
ship?
no one else in the room.
Oh.
You see as she
That's one.
You see, after a couple minutes, you begin to hear she's lightly drifted off back to sleep again. And again, you feel as this force tries to get into your mind.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get as close as I can to the weapon rack.
Yep, so you can get like just below it. It's like a couple feet off the ground.
Cool. I'm gonna snap.
Yep.
It's my understanding with like druid forms and the like that I should be able to just appear with the bottle in my left hand.
Yep.
I'm going to grab the sword with my right, crush the glass, bottle in my hand, grabbing the scroll, and going if I can.
Cool. I would like to say that I said to both Tom and Elliot about a week or so ago, in before Callum does this.
He did say that.
Yeah.
Cool. She is going to make a check because the blade is going to warn her that it's being stolen.
Yep, that's fair enough.
You see her. You see as her eye like lasers open a little bit. You're not sure if she catches a glimpse of you as your vision suddenly just gets pulled through this torrent of water and extraplanar space. You are not sure where you are for a second, and then you suddenly appear. The area seems thick for some reason, and then your mind snaps that you're back underwater. You look around. You can see a giant cathedral hall before you that you're smack in the centre of. Not on the floor, but in the middle of where the quote-unquote air would be. You see, as no one is in here currently, apart from Jinzarem, seems to be made aware that the scroll had been taken out, or maybe had some tabs on you, you're not sure. But you see as he's there waiting with the priest next to him that is often by his side. You see as no one is in here, the coral spires of this place just stretching up past you, and you can see various plant life decorated around with various symbols of Imbar and Salashis. He looks to you and says, I had a feeling you would be here soon.
I'm not going to lie too much into them. Oh, I think I shit myself.
You hear as the you feel again as this presence tries to break into your mind, but just that ring you bought being the stalwart defense against it.
Yep.
Scythus.
Yeah, that's not allowed in.
You have completed your task, it seems. Give me the blade.
Yeah. Oh, it keeps trying to get in my head. You're fucking welcome to it.
I'd imagine so. You see as he takes it and unsheathes it, and you see as he kind of moves it around with one arm. This being a great sword for a regular sized person, you see as his larger form. You see as he pulls out his trident alongside it and just says, this is a good day. Good day.
I'm glad you're pleased.
I'm indebted to you. Think about how I could repay this, please. You have shown yourself a good applicant.
I knew exactly what it was going to be as soon as you told me there was a thing. Oh.
Yes?
Right.
Speak, boy. You can speak freely here.
Basically I want to be able to turn into the Kraken.
2 Krakens on side sounds good to my ears. I will look into this for you.
Oh, don't worry if you can't. It's just if you can, you can. If you can't, also, me and you need to have a chat.
That we do. It seems an opportunity may arise where I could use your cunning and distrust of people. You're very good with your nose and your instinct. I could use that.
Cunning's a thing that I have.
Good. Well, rest. We will speak in the morning.
Right.
Very well done, Scythus. You see he puts his hand on your shoulder and looks deep into your eyes. You see he is truly pleased with what you have brought him.
Do you think Scythus is coming back?
Yeah, I was going to say we come back to us in the bush, like, he's been gone a while. Someone shouted, but it wasn't him.
They seem to be patrolling the area, and he hasn't come out yet. So he's either.
Oh, they are definitely in a panic.
Yeah, no.
Like things have gone bad. Should we leave?
I think we should stay in the bush for a while.
I think we should stay in the bush for a while.
So as you guys stay in the bush, Callum, if there's anything you want to do in Reef, we can work that out out of session. Just message me to let me know, because there may be a private conversation Ginger M would have with you as well.
Yeah.
We'll say that for the sake of brevity, you do eventually make your way to Priangos, which was the destined meet-up point for for you guys.
I'm
With
honestly really touched that you didn't just ditch the crew there.
Just like
Yeah,
Scientist is done.
I always planned on coming back. I just had a job that I needed to do.
I'm glad.
New character.
Yeah.
With that, we'll hop over to Mistella, who
That's me.
you, after spending some time in Oysterholm, you breathe in the city, a city you've never been to before, and you find that it's very...
Do double check. Do you leave the day before without us?
No.
Okay, never mind.
You see it's a city of dwarves and elves, and their culture has literally been just sandwiched together, as you see a city that is carved out into a cliff face facing the ocean, as well as a gargantuan fir tree that grows up out of this cliff, with multiple waterfalls coming from its very high branches. You see as ships sail up vertically towards the waterfall to get to this higher district, and this is where you call home, or home, for the next month or so. After perusing a couple of forges, you manage to settle on Oysterholm Heritage Arms and Armour, where you meet a rather old, crotchety dwarven master smith by the name of Clint Undar. He's, again, a very crotchety old kind of dwarf, stuck in his ways, believes that dwarven craft is the best craft. This kind of shortish, greying beard, same with hair that's balding on top. And over the next couple of days, weeks, the next month, would you like to tell us what you do?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm getting really buddy with Clint. And me and Clint like that. That's me on top. I am. Oh, I don't know how I want to do this. I don't know if I want to give these things out when I've made them or when the group reconvene. I may as well give them out now. So.
Do you want to hold off on the second thing you made for that thing we're waiting for?
Yes, I'll hold off on that one. But the first one, I'll probably see Garv first when he picks me up from Oysterholm, hopefully, if you guys come from Nargan.
Yeah, me and Fire will probably pop round at some point.
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, I'm kind of done in Nargan when, like, after that night that Scythus disappears.
Yeah, same.
So I'm kind of wanting to go wherever, but it's definitely going to be too early for you to want to be picked up.
That's alright, well, pick me up later then.
Yeah, we can swing back.
It's fine. Time is weird, so yeah, it's fine. Just
Alright, what are these two places, Dan?
we'll carry on with Tom for a bit.
Okay.
And we'll come to the other cities that you go to.
I made you this.
Thank you.
Would you like to describe what it is
Wow.
for the people at home, Tom?
Here's the recipe. First of all, you just want to take a demon's horn and you want to just soak that in a potion of Hill Giant Strength. If you can't make your own Hill Giant Strength potion, then store-bought is fine. Soak that for a good week. And then with a massive hunk of obsidian, you want to make that into a big anchor and sharpen out one side into an axe. Your obsidian axes, the axe blade and the horn with a hidden obsidian tang in the middle is acting as your handle, and that is Tonnerre de Deo, which means thunder of God, and basically it's the best thing Mistella's ever made because I nailed the rolls on it. I got 2 nat 20s while rolling.
Yeah, that's really good, man.
Yeah.
I had to roll 18 times and not one of them was below 14.
Whoa.
So it's masterwork. It's a +2 weapon and it inflicts infernal wounds.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Thank you
Whoa.
very, very, very much.
So there you go. That's what Mastella spent his first few weeks making. And after making this incredible item, he's like, right, I can go on down to the Elven district to make my next fair. And I go down. There's a really where's the fanciest one, Dan?
So you go up to the Marteu Maleo, which is a fancy elven forge up in the branches run by Itherion Galander, a high elf master smith who, After a little bit of persuading from yourself, or lack of persuading due to a bad roll, he unfortunately does not open his smith to you.
Yeah, I showed him the axe and he was like, yeah, too clunky, mate. No.
Yeah. So you go back.
So I go back to my dwarven forge. I botched the rolls. And in that I stay in. Well, in that dwarven forge, I spend some time making something else, but we'll come back to that in a bit. And I pay someone else to help me to make something because it's not quite forging; it was crafting. But I'm going to send it to the person who it is going to belong to. So bear with me 1 second while I do that. Everyone, keep an eye on your phones. It could just be you.
Is it going to be on Messenger?
Yeah, it's gone via Messenger. It's Callum. Callum, your item has been received. But for those lovely people at home, I'll explain what it is. It is a big mantle gorget ruff, which comes up around, will come up around Scythus's chest, made of a shark's jawbone. The top jaw rises up behind your head with the teeth pointing down, and the bottom jaw comes down underneath your bottom one, over your chest. And hanging from that jawbone, the jawbone acts as a chain shirt armor, so it gives you an AC of 14 plus your dex to a maximum of 2. And also hanging off it are 6 amber glass bones from the shipwreck that we found a couple of sessions ago, and each one of those amber bones glows a different colour. And as an action, you can pull off one of those amber bones and throw it up to 45 feet, and it has the effect of the chromatic orb spell.
There's a colour for each damage type.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you so much.
It's kind of like a necklace of fireballs in that once you've used a damage type, it's gone, but you've got one of each elemental damage.
Oh, that is sick. Dude, thank you.
I've sent the picture as well. Hope you like it. But the last one I am going to save.
The last one we'll do now is at some point during this weird time period, you all managed to meet...
time flux?
Yeah, you all managed to meet up because it's River's birthday during this time.
Woo!
Yes, I know. So you have a night of merriment, enjoyment on the ship. It's I've been informed by the crew, a seance-themed party. It's very creepy.
The whole deck of the ship is painted to look like a giant Ouija board.
We've probably got presents and stuff to do, but as we're going a bit late, I may do that either beginning of next session or between.
We do at one point wheel out like a frothing man, just tied down. We even brought you someone to exercise. Turns out he's just insane, but we tried.
And at that
I was going to get the hat, but okay.
Sorry.
Also, I bought myself a bag of holding so that I could carry all of these things. But River, I've just sent you your birthday present. There's 2 of them. I will I'll explain for the people at home. They are 2 twin rapiers. One of them made from silver and the other one made from putrid silver. Depending on which angle you look at the rapier's handle from, it looks like a different phase of the moon, because they're carved in a certain way. So when you move them, it looks like them phasing through the phases of the moon, basically. One of them does an extra d6 of poison damage when you hit, and it's a +1 rapier. The other one's a +2 rapier, and whenever you speak the command word, which is loon, it sheds...
It was plus...
Yeah, it sheds bright light within a bright moonlight within a 30-foot radius, and dim moonlight within a 60-foot radius until you speak the command word again.
That's amazing.
Again,
That's amazing.
Absolutely nailed the rolls on that one, so it's masterwork as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Mastella made
Thank you so much.
all masterwork items. It was insane. He rolled so fucking well.
I had a great time.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
So,
After you get that, Fawara comes and is like, you may have enjoyed those pair of rapiers, but look at this. I got you a nice pair of corduroy trousers. and this olive turtleneck.
It's a gift from both of us.
Yes.
Right. Out of game, Kane is incredibly confused.
It was a bit we had that won't make any sense. and it ended in we're deciding to get you some nice corduroys and an olive coloured turtleneck.
Okay. River, hang on. Can I roll a charisma check for how well River feigns?
Go for it.
Yes.
After having received probably the best gift she's ever been given in the rapiers.
And some rapiers, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. She with a 15, I'm assuming she seems relatively pleased with cord trousers.
Yeah.
Call our favour repaid.
That's my favour.
Just kidding. No, that's a birthday joke.
Okay. That is nice. River's trying to get into clothes, so it's nice to have.
I know what you wear. I thought you like them.
I'll give you the money.
Yeah,
later.
it's I want to look good. I haven't been able to wear clothes much.
So
stolen.
My present?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Nice one.
Sorry, Annie, I lost you there, but my dad had let me wear one outfit in case you were asking.
Oh.
Well, if we're doing presents now, River, I got you this. And Cyathus hands over, it's a necklace with a glass vial of ghostly green liquid in it.
Oh.
When I was back home, I was fortunate enough to be able to visit, we call it the River of the Damned, just because of the way it looks. It's actually quite a nice place to swim around.
Yeah, okay.
But it looks really ghostly, and it's an underwater river.
Oh.
Fuck.
So you've now got a little bit of river with you.
Hey.
Thank you very much. Am I allowed to check if it has the properties down?
It's just a very nice looking necklace with some underwater water in it.
Cool. I like finery, so she puts it on immediately, and it matches well with the turtleneck, I would imagine. So
I hope so.
Thank
River
you.
is absolutely fitted up.
Hell yeah.
Just gonna kind of stroll over to Mastella quite menacingly and just embed the axe into the ship as I'm kind of like striding up towards him and go,
You're paying for damages.
why did you make this for me?
You got me the obsidian, and I wanted to help everyone. I made Fuaga's sword, I've made Nem the rings, I've made Cyathus this big thing. It's no big deal. And I like making things, so you go.
So I don't owe you anything like that.
No, you got me the metal anyway.
Right. Okay, seems weird, but thanks.
No problem.
It's
I hope you like it.
yeah, it's pretty great. Actually, it's pretty perfect for my character.
It should be pretty ferocious, I think it would look quite cool.
You're all right, Mastella. You're all right.
He holds back tears.
You hear from across the other end of the boat as fucking Poirot spits out the rum that was in his mouth.
I winked, Poirot.
As you have this
Never even remotely complimented
touching
me.
moment, both Nem and River, you both had some research that you wanted to do over this time. How would you want to go about said research? What skill would you like to use, and how would you like to apply it to gathering the info you want to get?
Can I get a...
It could be a charisma one to try and talk it or intimidate other people. Could be investigation or something like that.
I don't think I'd be doing much talking. I think I'd be doing more sort of it wouldn't be field based. It wouldn't be putting out feelers. It'd probably be
I'd also be doing it on my own.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, if both
Reading broadsheets.
If both of you just want to give me investigation checks in that case.
Shit, it's a research montage.
If we're using the boat, is the boat library up and running yet, or not yet?
It wouldn't be until it's been docked up somewhere for a good few weeks.
Yeah, basically mine and Garv's plan at this point is to go to Priangos and dock it up and get all the repairs done.
It's not terrible anyway, so it's fine. I'll go with that.
So River,
17.
17. River, you managed to find out that you don't, as you're looking into this trade route, you don't seem to find out much on this errant trade route that was going from somewhere in Midas to Magnus. However, you do note that there is a clockwork delivery monthly from the Midas Waters to Titan's Cradle. You know that there's a monthly shipment that goes there, so you learn of that particular trade route.
Okay, Cool.
Nem, what I'll say is it's quite a high DC for you because you know quite a lot about Magnus already, but what did you get?
I got a 12.
12. You spend time kind of poring over books and the like, but you, having already done quite a bit of research about Magnus, you only find things that confirm the things you already knew, unfortunately.
Okay.
Over this time, both Cythus and Nem also begin to pick up a language each, which we will go into. I'll let you guys know out of chat just how many weeks have been done on that. But I believe there wasn't much else to do. I know there's a few things you're doing in Reef in terms of messages, Cythus.
Yeah, but if I was in Reef, then I can just have chats with people.
Yes, we can certainly do that. And
Dan, there was one other thing on my research. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
No, that's cool. What was it?
I was researching my family history for any errant bloodlines, re the potential assassin.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Ooh, I'm not good at that either, but I'll do it anyway. 12.
You don't seem to find much, unfortunately, especially in pirate waters as well.
Yeah, I probably not, but that's fine.
There is a few charges that I think, because basically what I imagine our plan would be after going to Nargan, hit up Prangos, get all the upgrades, and then maybe if we're going to go pick up the Stella, circle around by these two places, so basically finding rooms in those three.
We'll do that out of session because I was aiming to finish about 20 minutes ago.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, you we'll do the ship stuff as well. So you managed to get to Priangos. All of you eventually make it to Priangos. You spend a couple of days catching up, kind of letting each other know what you got up to, reminiscing, thinking about where to go next. And after you've spent 1 or 2 days in there drinking, kind of getting grounded, a delivery is made to Sea Razor.
Oh, no.
You go up and you see, as Clash says, as the lot of you are gathered there, he says, this was left for us, and you see there's this very large barrel that's currently closed. Clash,
axe in hand, I approach it gingerly.
do you want to crack it open or shall I?
I'll
There's no
just
steps forward. Nice.
Lines.
Pop it open, the barrel falls
Use your
over,
axe.
and you see a blur of green as hundreds of limes fall and topple out of this barrel with one green orcish leg that has a note attached to it saying, "Find me in the gardens of stone, Limesworth." And that's where we're going to end the session. Limesworth! That's where...
I throw the leg to Conrad.
Note attached. None of us get to ever read it.
So, we'll close the session there. We'll work out some extra stuff. That took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but there's only a few extra bits to do. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining for this much more chill session.
That was a great session.
Garv's Tourney. It was very much the breather I think this campaign needed after all that intense stuff before. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you want to know when we're going to be streaming and what we're going to be streaming, my voice cracked a bit then, go down below, follow our social media, join our Discord, why not? We've got a lovely community there, they're all very nice people. We'll be streaming sometime soon. The best way, again, for you to find out is to go ahead and follow our social media. We'll probably be streaming sometime in the next week or so. Until then, there's not much else for us to mention, I guess.
Dungeoneers Pack!
Oh, Dungeoneers Pack. Go follow that. It's an Instagram page that we run that has loads of D&D goodies.
Oh, that's not my camera.
And like DM reference and materials and stuff on it. We do at least 3 posts a week. It's pretty good, pretty interactive. Go check that out.
And it's Make Your Own May as well. We just started a new thing, so go check that out.
Amazing.
Really? I've been making my own clothes this May.
It is.
There you go. And he's already on it.
And he's already on it. But yeah.
I'm already on it.
Check
I'll make
that
some
out.
armour.
Ducks.
Check all that out. Thank you very much
so
for
nice.
joining us for this session. We've been Nifty. You've been you.
We
Stay
appreciate
beautiful.
you.
Love you.
Sayonara.
Dan.
Good one, everyone.
Dan, you reminded me.
Stay away
meant
from each
to tell
other.
you the story about how I managed to flirt and fuck it up today.
Okay, nice.